Well, a pleasant good afternoon, everyone, from TD Bank Park, where the Lancaster Barnstormers conclude a 3-game series against the Somerset Patriots, and the need to win today to avoid being swept here at TD Bank Park. The last time the shoe was on the other foot, the Barnstormers won the 2 games we got in ahead of the rain here at Somerset back in May. But obviously, right now, things are on the downside for the Barnstormers, but there is some cause for optimism. And one of those signs that can help you be optimistic, Casey Hobson last night had his best night at the plate. He may have been only 1 for 4. It may have been a single, but he hit the ball hard the last 3 times up. That is a very positive omen. The Barnstormers stole 5 bases last night. The running game is there again. The starting pitching has been very good, except for 2 short stretches in this series. Those 2 short stretches have been costly because the Barnstormers can't get the hits at the right time. And that's the subject of our conversation today with manager Ross Peoples coming up here in just a moment or two. We talk about how things, these first 2 games of the series have gone reasonably well, except for the ball not falling in when the Barnstormers needed to do so. Brooks Hall will get the start here today. He is the hottest pitcher in the rotation. He's the one guy who's been able to pick up wins lately. It's not that he's necessarily throwing better than anybody else, but he has a personal 4-game winning streak, and Hall is now 6-2 on the season. He'll match up against Corey Reardon, a right-hander who's an innings eater for the Somerset Patriots. Reardon averaging better than 6 innings per start this year. He went the distance in an 8-3 victory over the Barnstormers' first game of a doubleheader back on May 31st. His 1 start against Lancaster this year. Reardon 3-3 with a 3.27 ERA. It's worth mentioning that Brooks Hall is 1-1 against the Somerset Patriots. He was the losing pitcher in that same game. So the Barnstormers matching up against the Patriots here with the special game time 5:05 today. The Barnstormers have this game here. Long Island also starts at 5:05 during the summer on Sunday afternoons. Well, it is Sunday, and that does mean that Ross Peoples is the guest on the Gockenauer Home Appliances Dugout Report. I'll have Ross in just a moment right here on the Lancaster Barnstormers YouTube channel.
Like craft beers, local wines? Well, the best place to be in Lancaster then is Clipper Magazine Stadium. That's right, all new for 2018 is the Broken Bat deck down the right field line. The Broken Bat will feature more than 20 local craft breweries and product from 2 local wineries. If something with a little more kick is your adult beverage of choice, a local distillery is part of the Broken Bat as well. Food will be sold off a pub-style menu, so get together, hang out with your friends, make some new ones, and enjoy a night of craft beer sampling along with a Barnstormers game.
Hi everyone, Adam Gockenauer here for Gockenauer Appliances in East Petersburg. We are as excited as you that it is baseball season, and we are thrilled to once again be partnering with your Lancaster Barnstormers. We are also excited this season to introduce some awesome new appliance colors on display now. Come and see the new colors of slate, black stainless, and black slate. These colors will give your kitchen a great look, and of course, all of them are at the best prices around now at Gockenauer's. I'll be back after the break to tell you about our special Barnstormers summer promotions.
Welcome back to this edition of the Gockenauer Home Appliances Dugout Report. Joining me today is manager Ross Peoples. This is our custom on Sundays. This week has gone by, Ross, and it hasn't brought a lot of fruit with it. Ball club is 0-3, looking for a win today to salvage this series. And I feel like it's almost the same interview as last week. The team just can't score runs.
Yeah, that's what we're struggling doing right now. We're struggling, really kind of getting hits and scoring runs. There's been times where we get some guys on, but we can't get that hit to get them in. So, I guess you just want to say it's part of baseball, but, we just got to, try to stay focused and try to go out there and compete every day. And, hopefully it'll turn around.
Yeah, there was a lot to like about last night's game. I thought even more so than Friday night's game. First of all, Nate Reed had just one short stretch where he was a little bit off his game, but by and large, he pitched very well.
Yeah, actually, the last 2 games has been very well played baseball. Like I said, the last 2 games has been great. They got a couple hits then with runners in scoring position and runners on than we did. Made them score a couple runs in us. It's been 2 very good games, and we just got to continue going out there and grinding and competing and try to find a way to get the job done, whether it's get the guy over or get the guy in or whatever it may be. And, maybe his pitching is trying to you know, when you're in that situation, make that pitch that you need to get out of the inning and all. So, you know, just keep competing, stay together as a team, and, you know, keep fighting together.
I thought the hustle was definitely there last night. More than any other play, it showed up. Rico Noel went back into shallow right field to get a pop-up, if you want to even call it that. It wasn't hit very high. I couldn't even believe he even got there, and he was in great position to make the catch. 5 stolen bases in the game last night. So there's a lot of good going on. Plus, I thought Casey Hobson had his best night at the plate.
Yeah, he did. There is a lot of good. The effort's there. Casey swung the bat very well yesterday. Hit a couple, 2 or 3 good, hard line drives, and, you know, maybe that's a good sign for him. You know, he needs a little bit of confidence to get that going, and we feel comfortable that he will. So, like I said, just keep grinding, keep fighting, and you know, eventually it's gonna fall our way.
You've had to make a change to the starting rotation. Steve Johnson decided to retire. You know, what went into his decision, and what went into your decision to put John Anderson into the rotation?
Well, you know, he was kind of to the point where, you know, he wasn't feeling good. You know, 100% healthy. He felt like he couldn't go out there and pitch with pretty much what got him to the big leagues, and so he was kind of frustrated with that. He's been, you know, going back and forth on it, and he even said, you know, beginning of the year that, you know, he's going to try to give it to All-Star break, see what happens. If not, he might have to make that decision. But, you know, also another fact, he got engaged not too long ago, so I'm sure that had something to play into it. And so, you know, we wish him well, nothing but, you know, the best for him. And he's such a great guy, and he's been great for us on and off the field, goes about his business the right way. So we hate to see him leave us, but we know there's a lot more than baseball in this world. So he's going to move on with his life, and we'll try to win the second half for him. We're going to move John Anderson into the rotation. You know, had a couple spot starts there. You know, he started in his career, you know, and we got a lot of lefties in our bullpen. So, you know, we need to get down a lefty or two anyway. So that was one move that we could do. So we're going to give him an opportunity to see what he can do, and then we'll go from there.
A lot of baseball coming up this week, an off day tomorrow, but that York series is going to be quick, and it's going to be pretty intense. 4 games in about 44 hours.
It is. We got a doubleheader, and then we got another game at 11. So just like the old saying goes, that's part of it. You know, we got to come ready to play mentally and physically those games. And, you know, I guess you can say, you know, the closer you get to the end of the season from here on out, you know, every game matters, every series matters, every inning, every pitch, however you want to put it. So, you know, we're going to try to get this team right, and, you know, we're going to turn it around.
And this week, of course, the more the merrier. Fans, that is. Everybody needs to come out.
Yeah, we do. Obviously, you know, one thing that you can really tell our guys do is feed off our fans, and that's always good to see. Our fans has always been great. So, you know, if you don't have anything to do or you want to plan to come out, we'll definitely appreciate the support, and I know the players will love it.
A lot of options this week, folks. Doubleheader Tuesday, single game Wednesday, and then the matinee game 11 o'clock on Thursday. Russ Peoples, my guest on the Gockenauer Home Appliances Dugout Report. We'll have the starting lineups for the series finale here at TD Bank Ballpark in just a moment, right here on the Lancaster Barnstormers YouTube channel.
Adam Gockenauer back with you again to tell you that we are back this season with Weber Gas Grills. We have the best selection and prices in the area on Weber, and if you mention this ad, you will receive 10% off all in-stock Weber accessories. Don't forget, we also fill your propane tanks here at the store. Don't waste money on exchanges when you can have us fill your tank and save you money. We are your appliance and gas grill headquarters. Come see us today on Main Street in East Petersburg or on the web at Gockenauers.com.
I'm a chef. Pleasing my patrons' palates is paradise. But lately, when I hear a cheer from the dining room, it's Keno from the Pennsylvania Lottery. Sure, it could be my veggie lasagna, but chances are it's customers picking numbers to win cash with drawings every 4 minutes. Keno's fun, exciting, and you can enjoy it as an appetizer or a main course. Hey, everything tastes better with winning. Keno, it's here. Played at your favorite bar or restaurant.
Players must be 18 or older. Please play responsibly. Benefits older Pennsylvanians every day.
Here are the starting lineups for today's game, and one thing certainly to note, it's just the second time the entire season that Blake Galen has not been in the starting lineup. The other was at Southern Maryland back on May the 26th. He did come in as a pinch hitter in the 7th inning and remained in that ball game. So Galen, up until today anyhow, has been in all 68 games over the course of the season, not in the lineup for manager Ross Peoples for this one. Darian Sanford will be leading off. He's in center field. Rico Noel will bat second and play second base. The left fielder hitting third is Trayvon Robinson. Ryan Castile will bat cleanup. He'll do the catching. Casey Hobson, we told about him on the dugout report earlier. He had his best night at the plate, I feel, last night. 3 solid line drives his last 3 times up, only rewarded with 1 base hit. And he'll bat 5th and play first base. Grant Desmay is in right field batting 6th. The shortstop batting 7th is Vladimir Frias. Tyler Bortnick, who has been the most productive hitter for this ball club over the last 3 weeks, is the third baseman batting 8th. And the designated hitter in the number 9 slot is Carlos Garcia. On the hill today is Brooks Hall, the right-hander on a 4-game winning streak. 6 out of the last 7 decisions have gone his way. The one that didn't was against this Somerset Ball Club back in late May. 6-2 with a 4.53 earned run average. And for the Patriots here today, Craig Massey will be leading off at second base. The left fielder batting number 2 is Ramon Flores. He hit the decisive home run in the 3rd inning. In last night's ball game, they did nothing else after the 3rd. The shortstop is Alfredo Rodriguez. He is in the number 3 slot. Jermaine Curtis will bat cleanup. He will play third base. The first baseman batting 5th is Danny Dorn. Andy Chavez will serve as the designated hitter for the Patriots today. He's batting 6th. Justin Trapp is the right fielder hitting 7th. The center fielder batting 8th is Mike Francoso. And the catcher in the number 9 slot is Jovan Gonzalez. Corey Reardon on the hill. He is 3-3 with a 3.27 earned run average for the Somerset Patriots. That's the setup for our ball game this afternoon. The Lancaster Barnstormers and the Somerset Patriots. We mentioned the Barnstormers will be back home, and it is going to be a quick flurry of activity against the York Revolution coming up. Doubleheader baseball on Tuesday starting at 6. Then a Wednesday night single game and a daytime camp day special at 11 o'clock on Thursday. So that will be 4 games in a span of 44 hours coming up between the Barnstormers and the Revs this coming week. And then the Barnstormers will not be able to catch their breath. They quickly go down to Southern Maryland for 3 over next weekend. Then they'll be home for 7, the Long Island Ducks and the New Britain Bees coming to Clipper Magazine Stadium the following week. A lot of baseball on tap following the off day tomorrow. We'll have the play-by-play action from TD Bank Park for this late afternoon game in just a moment right here on the Lancaster Barnstormers YouTube channel.
Celebrate the history of our national pastime at the National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum in Cooperstown. See priceless treasures that will bring your baseball memories to life. Find stories that will inspire and surprise. Cooperstown is where you, your family, and your friends can relive baseball's greatest moments and honor the all-time greats of the game. See all that the Hall of Fame and Museum has to offer and plan your family visit today at baseballhall.org.
Welcome back from TD Bank Park in Somerset, New Jersey. A beautiful day. We did have some showers pass through this morning. I woke up to rumbles of thunder here in central New Jersey. It passed through by early afternoon, and we're ready to go for baseball tonight. No threat in this ball game. 3:15 down the right field line, 4:02 to straightaway center, and 3:17 down the left field side. The wind is blowing from right across the left, as it typically does here at TD Bank Park in the summertime. There is perhaps a little bit more humidity in the air than we've had the past couple of nights. Kevin Munson thought so. I really don't. It doesn't feel any different to me than it has the previous 2 days, but still a nice night for July baseball here in Somerset County, New Jersey. There is actually a town of Somerset, but that's next door. It's not where the ballpark is located. The ballpark has a Bridgewater mailing address, and the next town up the road is Bound Brook, New Jersey. Well, that's roughly where we're situated, roughly near Rutgers University, not terribly far away. Folks here are, by and large, fans of the Scarlet Knights. Along Interstate 287, which connects 78 and 95, and then not too far away is US 22, which will connect you into New York City. And a lot of main thoroughfares go through here. There's no one big metropolis in Somerset County, but there is a very big population base in this area, right at the outer edge of what I suppose you would call the New York City metropolitan area before you get to the Philadelphia metropolitan area, because ultimately we're not terribly far from Trenton. That's maybe an hour at most down the road, home of the Trenton Thunder, and there's been a little bit of a rub over the years, I suppose, between the Thunder and the Patriots, more on the Trenton side. They were established in 1994, and 5 years later, this ballpark was built. And it's not an easy drive between Somerset and Trenton. It's about an hour, and it's a two-lane road, Route 206. I don't know how much those fan bases cross. The mascots are on the field. The umpires are on the field. It's Frank Urelli calling balls and strikes today. Steve Leonardo is at first. Silvio Martinez is the umpire over on the third base side. Brooks Hall for the Barnstormers today. Corey Reardon for the Somerset Patriots. And the Patriots are about to hit the field. They have a special guest today, a former professional wrestler by the name of Ted DiBiase. I guess the name rings a bell. I, for one, am not an aficionado of professional wrestling, so the whole idea escapes me. I'm not a fan of opera either, but at least I get it. I don't understand the singing, but I get why opera's a thing. Anyway, the Patriots hit the field. Corey Reardon is the starting pitcher this afternoon. I also get why soccer is a thing. Again, I'm not terribly a fan, but congratulations. Vive la France. They beat Croatia today, 4-2 in the championship of the World Cup. My son was rooting for the Croats. He's been there. He loves the country. Croatia falls 4-2 to France, or Croatia fall 4-2 to France, as they would say it. Right now, we're going to send you down to the field. Here is our opening ceremony.
Please remember to remove your caps, with the exception, of course, of our veterans and active military personnel who can keep their caps on and maintain a salute. Ladies and gentlemen, to honor America, with the singing of our national anthem, Angelica Parisi.
Oh, say, can you see why the dawn's early light, what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous
National anthem this afternoon here at TD Bank Park. The Lancaster Barnstormers taking on the Somerset Patriots. Corey Reardon makes the start today for the Patriots. Reardon hails from Davenport, Florida. He is 32 years of age, 6 feet 4 inches tall, 200-pounder. Most recently with the Bridgeport Bluefish. And up until Zach Groats threw a complete game shutout against the Barnstormers for York back in May. He had thrown the last one while with Bridgeport a few years ago. He shut down the Barnstormers for 9 innings late in that season. This year, Reardon is in his 13th start. He's 3-3. In 74 and a third innings, he's yielded 80 hits, 35 runs, only 27 earned. But get this, he has walked only 10 batters, and he has struck out 57. They love strike throwers here in Somerset, and that's exactly what they have in Corey Reardon. He will be backed up defensively by Jermaine Curtis at third. Alfredo Rodriguez is the shortstop. The second baseman is Craig Massey. Danny Dorn is making the start at first. Ramon Flores in left, Mike Francoso in center, and Justin Trapp is out in right field with Jovan Gonzalez doing the catching. The Patriots are dressed in white today. The Barnstormers have returned to their red jerseys. Last night they tried the blacks with the stripes and it didn't fare any better. Barnstormers 1-4 here in the second half. Fortunately, nobody in the Freedom Division has gotten off to a hot start, so the Barnstormers are within 2 games of first place, but obviously needing to take care of their own business because they got a tough road coming up with York, Southern Maryland, Long Island, and New Britain. And 13 straight days of baseball with 14 games in that stretch beginning on Tuesday. Darian Sanford ready to lead off for the Lancaster Barnstormers here today. Sanford 1 for 5 with a stolen base last night. He has now swiped 42 on the year. He is second all time on the Barnstormers career list with 87. He'll be catching Quincy Foster before you know it. Here's the motion and the pitch to Sanford taken for a strike on the inside corner. It's 0-1. Again, a beautiful day. There are clouds out beyond the left field fence out to our north. I don't expect them to mean any business. Next delivery, Sanford with a swing and a foul ball rifled back to the screen. It's 0-2. The question is, can the Barnstormers bounce out of their hitting woes? For the last 17 games now, the club has hit 187, averaged 2.6 runs a game. And the top hitter on the ball club during that whole time, Sanford takes a pitch into the dirt, ball 1 and 2 strikes, is Anderson De La Rosa. He has hit 243 in that span. Tyler Bortnick has driven in nearly a third of the club's runs. Tyler hitting under 200 for that stretch, but he does have 3 home runs and 12 runs batted in. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Sanford. Reardon comes back into the motion. Here's the pitch, and that is strike 3 called on the inside corner. Sanford goes down looking. We have 1 out. Rico Noel, the second baseman, will check in. Noel at 303, no home runs, 17 runs batted in. Barnstormers are playing without Blake Galen in the lineup today. Not to say he won't be part of the game later on. Vladimir Frias is back in the lineup today, and that's always a good sign, but things won't be quite right until Frias is able to be in the lineup day in and day out. Here's the pitch to Rico. Bouncing ball pulled foul in between the third base bag and Ross Peoples in the coaching box. 0-1, the count to Noel. Rico with 2 stolen bases last night following a bunt single in the 8th inning. 1 hit in the current series for Noel. The windup, Reardon comes back. Breaking ball, that's lined out toward left center field. Galloping over is Francoso. And almost overran it, but he made the catch. 2 outs. He ended up making that catch a lot closer to his body than I think he originally planned to do. Went to reach out for it and then had to bring the glove back in toward the shoulder. Here is Trayvon Robinson batting third here today. 281 hitter with 3 home runs, 25 runs batted in. 2 outs, nobody on base. Sanford strikes out looking. Noel hits the ball hard but is denied. And now Robinson with a swing and a foul off to the left. No balls and 1 strike the count. Catcher Ryan Castile waits on deck. The Barnstormers have gone down 1-2-3 in the first inning in each of the first 2 games of this series. Lancaster with 2 runs on 10 hits these 2 games. The delivery is fouled off, and Robinson bats 0-2. Trayvon has done well against Somerset this year, hitting .367 in the season series. First two games of this set, he is 1 out of 6. He has walked and he's been hit by a pitch, so a base runner on 3 separate occasions. 0-2. Here's the motion. Reardon to the plate, and he sails it high. Trayvon not tempted. Ball 1, 2 strikes the count. The Barnstormers may have somebody coming in over the course of the next several days. Robinson swings and he misses. It's a 1-2-3 inning for Corey Reardon. The Barnstormers go down in order, 2 on strikes. We're at the end of a half. It is Lancaster 0, Somerset coming up.
Benville, hey fans, how would you like to watch the Red Sox Phillies game from the comfort of a Citizens Bank ballpark?
You're totally probably safe to ride on your spare for what, 6, maybe 9 months?
Don't trust the wrong advice. Get the right tires at the right price right away. It's what we've been doing at Jack Williams Tire right here in Pennsylvania since our family started this business back in 1929. Because doing things the right way is just the Williams way. Get the right tires right now at jackwilliams.com.
Lancaster Bible College has been around since 1933, but did you know that they offer degrees in much more than just Bible? LBC offers degrees in criminal justice, business, professional counseling, and more, as well as graduate and seminary degrees in areas like Christian care, chaplaincy, education, and leadership studies. To learn more about LBC and the programs they offer, visit lbc.edu. That's lbc.edu.
Well,
the Barnstormers have a strike thrower of their own on the hill this afternoon. Brooks Hall has walked only 12 in 59 2/3 innings, no more than 2 in any one of his appearances. He is 6-2 with a 4.53 ERA. He's given up 66 hits in 59 2/3 innings, 30 earned runs. Facing Craig Massey, the left-handed batting second baseman, leading off. The Patriots lineup, not lineup, but the current roster, let's take it beyond the lineup. The current roster has hit only 11 home runs in 1,490 at-bats this year. That's how little power there is on this ball club right now since the retirement of Kyle Roller. Now, Ramon Flores on deck. He did hit one last night, and it was crucial to the Somerset 3-1 victory. 1 ball, 1 strike. The count to Massey. Hall delivers. This is popped up, shallow left field. Backing up on it is Frias. Trayvon Robinson battling the sun, but there to make the catch. Massey flies out the left, 1 away, and Ramon Flores, the left fielder, will step in. I'm glad Trayvon knew where that ball was because it looked like Vladimir really didn't. They were battling this high sky over the top of us at TD Bank Ballpark. Robinson was able to draw a bead and make the catch. Flores stepping in. He's 6 out of 20 with that 1 home run. He has driven in 3, swing and a miss against Brooks Hall. It is no balls and a strike. We're scoreless in the bottom half of the first inning. There have only been 7 runs in this series. Swing and a miss again. Hall gets ahead of Flores, 0-2. Alfredo Rodriguez, the shortstop, waits on deck. If you can imagine that, this Somerset Ball Club that they have currently is averaging just 1 home run about every 4 games. If you assume, say, 34 at-bats a game, that's remarkable. High and outside for a ball 1 and 2. Because their power is all gone. They're still winning games. Their pitching has been sensational. Foul ball back by Flores. It's 1 and 2. They have given up only 4 earned runs in the 5 games in the second half. A 0.72 earned run average in that span. Here's the wind and the offering. Hall misses upstairs. Flores battles him to 2 balls and 2 strikes, 1 out, nobody on in the bottom of the first inning. Tyler Bortnick is at third. Vladimir Frias at short. Rico Noel at second. Casey Hobson at first. Hall working quickly back with the 2-2. Fades that low, and now he's gone the full distance. 3 balls and 2 strikes on Flores. Trayvon Robinson is in left field. Darian Sanford in center. Grant Desmay is in right. Ryan Castile is doing the catching today. Ball 4 is low, and Flores gets the 1-out walk. And Hall, which is 12 bases on balls in 59 2/3 innings, right around 1.8 walks per 9 innings coming into today, but he gives up the base on balls to Flores. Now here is Alfredo Rodriguez, the shortstop. He is batting .292 with a home run and 24 runs driven in. Hall had walked 3 in 9 1/3 innings in his 2 previous appearances against the Patriots. The pitch right there to Rodriguez. Brooks gets ahead. It's 0-1. Infield set up, double play depth. The Patriots last night, outside of the 3-run 3rd inning, never got a man beyond first base. Throw to first, Flores back in. Hobson tags him a second time just for good measure. No balls, 1 strike on the Northern Virginian, Alfredo Rodriguez. To the belt with the runner taking off. The pitch is low, and Castile can't get off a throw. The batter went around, so it's 0-2 on Rodriguez. Flores with the stolen base. That's his first here in the Atlantic League. And now Hall has to deal with a runner in scoring position and 1 out. 2 strikes to Rodriguez. On deck is a right-handed batter, Jermaine Curtis, longtime minor leaguer who did crack the major leagues for a very short period of time with the St. Louis Cardinals a few years ago. 0-2, and the Hall offering, line drive down the right field side past Hobson, and rolling it toward the corner, not getting all the way there. Around to score is Flores, and the throw from Desmay gets away from Frias, enabling Rodriguez to go all the way to third. An RBI double for Alfredo Rodriguez. This is what the Patriots do. A walk, a stolen base, and then a ball smashed down a baseline. As Rodriguez goes the other way, there will be an error charged on the play as well. We'll double check to whom, but it's already 1-0 Somerset. They've got an additional runner at third base with 1 out, Jermaine Curtis stepping in. Not a good start for the Barnstormers at all today. The infield will play back except for Hobson here. The pitch to Curtis popped up. This is playable. Frias having trouble with the sun again. He's fighting it, but makes the catch. Curtis pops to short. Rodriguez will stay at third. And that brings on the left-handed batting first baseman, Danny Dorn.
Number 17, the first baseman, Danny
York
Dorn.
beat Long Island today, 2-1. That one's already over. New Britain and Southern Maryland still tangling at 6-5. The delivery to Dorn, first pitch strike. It is 0-1. But the walk again scores. And that has been a problem in this series. Barnstormers pitching hasn't walked that many, but the run-scoring innings have all involved walks. 0-1 on Dorn. Rodriguez up the line from third. The pitch high and outside. Andy Chavez waits on deck. Left-handed batter is the DH today. Error was charged to Desmay, as I thought. Ball skipping away from Vladimir Frias. Swing and a miss by Dorn, going after a pitch down and in. Brooks Hall working ahead in the count at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Rodriguez, the runner at third base, now with 2 gone. A missed opportunity for Jermaine Curtis. And a 1-2. Dorn swings and misses again at a pitch out of the zone. Hall works through the inning after the double, but Somerset picks up the 1 run. Alfredo Rodriguez has been huge in the clutch for the Patriots for the last few days. 1 hit, 1 error, 1 man left on base at the end of an inning. The Patriots have the early jump. Somerset 1 and Lancaster nothing.
Localflavor.com, local flavor, localflavor.com, local flavor.
Excuse me, are you saying localflavor.com?
Oh, yeah, it's where I save big bucks on all kinds of things. Home improvement projects, dining out, family fun, electronics, jewelry, clothing. I even bought my wife a fancy spa package for half price.
Half price?
Yep, you know all the deals you find in Clipper Magazine.
I love Clipper Magazine.
Well, they're all on localflavor.com too. And you can get them right on your phone thanks to localflavor.com's mobile app. Here, take a look.
Well, this app is amazing. Look at all these restaurants, amusement parks, car washes, fitness centers. This is worth sharing about.
Exactly. Localflavor.com online, the Local Flavor mobile app, and Clipper Magazine together. It's like a triple play.
Do the cheer again. I'm in.
Localflavor.com, local flavor. Come on, everybody! Localflavor.com, local flavor. Localflavor.com, local flavor.
You blink and Corey Reardon is ready for the next inning. Ryan Castile in to lead off. Ryan at 289 with 7 home runs. Reardon into the motion, and his first pitch misses low. Ball 1, no strikes. Casey Hobson and Grant Desmay will follow. Lancaster looking to respond to a first inning Somerset run. Reardon comes back. That is smashed. 1 hop right to the second baseman, Massey. A quick throw to first. 4 up and 4 down for Reardon. Casey Hobson stepping in. We'll see if Casey's success swinging the bat last night carries over into this ball game today. He's hitting only 150. He has 3 home runs, 11 runs batted in, but the last 3 times up last night, he hit the ball pretty squarely. He lined to center, lined to first, and had a solid 1-hop base hit to the right fielder. 1 out, nobody aboard. Hobson facing a defense, shifted to the left against him. He lobs a pop-up into the third base seats, landing in an empty one. No balls and a strike. They had good crowds, not sellouts. The first 2 games of the series, they had 5,700 and change the first 2 nights here, but obviously much thinner here late on this Sunday. 0-1, and a Hobson swing and a miss. You look behind on that, it's 0-2. Rico Noel and Ryan Castile hitting the ball reasonably hard, and then 2 strikeouts for Reardon in these first 4 batters. He has Hobson 0-2. The pitch is lifted foul again, out of play to the third base side. We will stay at a no ball, 2 strike count. Hobson has room down the third base line and a lot of room in the left center field alley. He can hit the ball there from time to time. Ransoso, the center fielder, shifted well toward right center. Here's the pitch. That sails well upstairs. Ball 1 and 2 strikes to KC. Hobson with home runs the last 2 games before the All-Star break. He has the 1 hit in this series. Backing off is Reardon. Darian Sanford remains the only Barnstormer with more than 1 hit in the current series. That's strike 3 called on Hobson. He goes down looking. Second call, 3rd strike for Corey Reardon. He has 60 punch-outs on the year. And with 2 gone, here is Grant Desmay, the right fielder. Grant hitting 238 with 1 home run and 5 runs batted in. Ross and JB have tried just about every combination you can think of. Swinging a foul ball back by Desmay, out of play. It is 0-1. Guys will look decent one day and the next day come out there and look confused. I mean, it's the same coaching staff that guided one of the league's best offenses last year. And for the first month and a half of this season, Chopper to third, backhanded stop made by Curtis. He'll throw from right at the bag. Desmay is gone, and the Barnstormers are out in 1-2-3 fashion for the second straight inning. It's taking Corey Reardon only 19 pitches to get through the first 6 batters. And at the end of 1.5, Somerset's up 1-0.
Make some noise, everybody who wants.
We can't help but always want more, especially on the road. More horsepower, heightened handling, elevated design. Get more out of your drive with a Lexus IS. Bold styling, track-tuned handling, available 311 horsepower. Experience the exhilaration of the IS 350 and IS 300. Available in F-Sport and all-wheel drive. See Bobby Rahal Lexus in Mechanicsburg.
Enjoy weekends with the Barnstormers all season long. Every Friday evening home game will feature a different giveaway ranging from t-shirts to beach towels to backpacks. On Saturdays, enjoy the best entertainment doubleheader there is with Barnstormers baseball followed by fireworks. Sundays are fun days at the ballpark. Get autographs from some of your favorite Barnstormers players and play catch on the field before the game. Once the game is over, it's a Domino's Pizza Kids Base Run. Call 717-509-HITS to order your tickets or go to LancasterBarnstormers.com. And we'll see you at the ballpark. I had started to make mention in the bottom of the first inning that we may have some reinforcements, at least one, on the way this week. But we never know until the player actually gets there. You remember the first time we thought we had Luke Hughes? Yeah, he got signed on the way to us. Into the dirt for a ball. Chavez batting at 1-1 here, Indy at 232 with 2 home runs, 18 runs batted in. But there is a possibility of an addition this week. 1 ball, 1 strike to Chavez. Justin Trapp and Mike Francoso will follow. I'm not going to say what position or which side he bats or throws from. Ground ball, second base, usually handled by Noel. Chavez retired. 1 out here in the second. Justin Trapp to the plate. Trapp, the right fielder, hitting .259 with 3 homers and 19 runs batted in. But there is a roster spot to some extent available because of the retirement of Steve Johnson. Busted bat and a ball smashed past Glenn Barker. Half the bat ended up between Barker and Tyler Bortnick, and he's just going to get that dangerous weapon out of the way. Meanwhile, Trapp back to the dugout with something that doesn't quite resemble a full baseball bat anymore. More looks like a cricket bat with a flat side to it. 1 out, nobody on base here in the lower half of the second inning. Somerset up by the score of 1-0. But I will say that the player that we believe is on his way does have major league experience. That's all we're going to tell you. High for a ball, 1-1. And we don't know exactly when this player would be coming in. Chopper toward third, charging the play. Bortnick, he can set for the throw. Gunning down Trapp, 2 up and 2 down. All getting a pair of ground ball outs here in the second. Mike Francoso, the center fielder, to come to the plate. Francoso batting .309 with 2 home runs, 26 runs batted in. Four in a row, set down by Hall since the RBI double by Alfredo Rodriguez. Now to the plate, and Francoso stares at a strike. It is 0-1. Another low-scoring start to a game. 0-1 offering. Big swing by Francoso. It's fouled away, 0-2. Frias, Bortnick, and Garcia scheduled for the Barnstormers in the third inning. The motion by Hall. Here comes the 0-2, swung on, foul tipped, and held by Castile. Very quick bottom half of the second. Brooks Hall strikes out his second. Nothing across in the lower half of the second inning. And at the end of 2 here at TD Bank Park, Somerset's up 1-0.
You see them out there? Wave high, everybody, down the left field line. That's the...
I'm a meal delivery engineer, you know, a server, and I love it. But now, with Keno from the Pennsylvania Lottery, this place is livelier than 2-for-1 app night. See, while I guide my guests from nachos to gnocchi, they're picking numbers to win cash with drawings every 4 minutes. Keno's fun, exciting, and goes with everything on the menu, except maybe the 4-alarm fries. Stay away from those. Keno, it's here. Play it at your favorite bar or restaurant.
Players must be 18 or older. Please play responsibly. Benefits older Pennsylvanians every day.
Enjoy a weeknight with the Barnstormers and leave with your wallet largely intact. Come on out on Munchie Mondays for all you can eat nachos, dogs, fries, popcorn, and soda for 2 hours. Or how about Koozie Tuesdays, where fans of legal age can enjoy $2 domestic drafts from 6:30 to 8. Bring your dog on Wiener Wednesdays and enjoy delicious dollar dogs as well. Or on Thrifty Thursday, popcorn is just $1, sodas are $2, and lawn seats are only $3. Call 717-509-HITS to order your tickets or go to LancasterBarnstormers.com. And we'll see you at the ballpark.
Visor for you and an IZOT gift card. Have a hand for Lord, everybody, our winner.
Vladimir Frias, Tyler Bortnick, and Carlos Garcia, the slated batters in the third inning for the Barnstormers. Frias, 327 with 4 home runs, 19 runs batted in. Still just seeing spot action after missing 2 full weeks with a foot ailment. He is 1 for 7 in those 2 contests. It was perhaps the hottest hitter on the ball club when he went down. The wine and the offering from Reardon is low. Frias gaining an advantage. Ball 1, no strikes. Vladimir has had certainly a great year. Swinging a nubber hit back toward the mound here. Frias definitely not at full speed. Gets thrown out by Reardon.
My rewards fans, the
Pitch was out of the zone, and Frias Ruse making contact with it. 7 in a row. Reardon is retired. Tyler Bortnick to the plate. Bortnick, 191, 5 home runs, 29 runs batted in. We mentioned over this span of the last 17 games, 18 if you include today, Bortnick has driven in 12 runs. Nobody else on the ball club has knocked in more than 5 in that entire stretch. The players with 5 runs batted in are Casey Hobson and Trayvon Robinson. It's been that sluggish. There is a bunt laid down by Bortnick. Reardon on it, though. A good play, and he fires to first, cutting down Tyler. Well, worth a try, and not a bad bunt by Bortnick, but 2 up, 2 down. Carlos Garcia will come to the plate. His average is spun all the way down to 250 now, with 9 runs batted in.
batting on number 6, the DH, Carlos Garcia.
3 pitches to get 2 outs. Here in the top half of the third inning, just 22 pitches to get the 9 outs so far. Corey Reardon into the motion. Garcia taking a pitch, and fortunately it is a ball, 1-0. Two outs, base is clear. Garcia looks at ball 2 off the inside part of the plate. 2 balls and nothing. Patriots with a run on the board in the first. And that's been it so far. Garcia will look at a strike. The count runs to 2-1. Reardon He set down the first 9. He went the distance against the Barnstormers in the first game of a doubleheader back on May 31st. Lancaster did get to him for 7 hits and 3 runs. Bortnick with a home run. Frias with a home run. Garcia with a swing and a foul away over on the left side. 2 balls and 2 strikes. The Barnstormers have been especially sluggish on the road. If you include the work so far today, they are batting only 166 in the last 10 road games. Here's the wind and the 2-2 breaking ball, grounded right side, gloved by Massey, going to his left. He throws on, and it's an easy as pie 1-2-3 inning for Corey Reardon in the top of the 3rd. We're through 2.5 innings. It is Somerset 1 and Lancaster nothing.
Learn from the pros right here in Lancaster. The Lancaster Barnstormers are offering 2 3-day-long youth clinics this summer with instruction on pitching, hitting, fielding, and base running. Each session, led by veteran professional players, will last from 9 until noon with lunch to follow. Choose from June 19th to 21st or July 24th to 26th. So learn what it takes to succeed on the field and off. Call the Barnstormers office at 717-509-HITS or go to LancasterBarnstormers.com. Space is limited. Act now.
Introducing the all-new Lexus RX 350L, designed for room. Room for a power-folding 3rd row. Room for up to 7. And room for the unexpected. The 3-row RXL. It's the RX with room for more. Experience the innovative RXL and RXL Hybrid. See Bobby Rahal Lexus in Mechanicsburg.
RX 450HL arriving spring 2018.
Maybe it's an emergency if you need a fast replacement.
We go to the bottom of the 3rd, and Jovan Gonzalez, the catcher, a .238 batter with no home runs and 12 runs driven in. The Patriots working with the 1-0 lead. They're not a team that generally puts a lot of runs on the board, but their pitching has been so good here to start this second half. To Gonzalez, a ball outside from Hall, 1-0. They've had nothing but tight, low-scoring ball games here. They've given up only 5 runs. No more than 1 run in any game here in the second half. Ball 2 is low. 2-0 on Gonzalez. Hall is retired 5 straight. Brooks back into the motion, and he locates the outer edge against Gonzalez. 2 balls and a strike. 6'6" right-hander is Hall from Anderson, South Carolina. Here's the windup, the 2-1 offering, swinging a foul ball straight back over the screen and off the facade of the stadium up above. 2-2, the count to the right-handed batting catcher, Jovan Gonzalez. He'll be in there just about every day until they can find a reinforcement. Here's a pitch. He wouldn't reach for it. Ball 3 outside and low on a slider from Hall. Craig Massey, the second baseman at the top of the order, waits on deck. Hall to the plate, 3-2, and it's poked to shallow center. On comes Sanford. Darian with the play, 1 out. 6 straight, retired by Hall. Massey will step in. Craig Massey flied out to Trayvon Robinson out in left field back in the first inning. Robinson having quite a battle with the sun on that fly ball, as we saw Frias have later in that inning on a pop-up by Jermaine Curtis. The motion and a Massey swing and a miss. Hall gets ahead 0-1. This traditionally has been a pitcher's ballpark anyway. The ball will carry here. It's not that. It's just as we get a ground ball to the right side. Hall will refeed Hobson. Hobson initially going for the baseball, then retreated in a hurry, handled the throw, 2 outs. But it's the combination of the sight lines here, and it can be a tough ballpark in which to hit. They say the mound, it's legal, but it's a little bit higher. The pitchers get more downward plane. 2 outs, and here is Ramon Flores, who walked and scored the run back in the first inning. Those two things have tended to go hand in hand here this weekend. First pitch in for a strike from Brooks. It is 0-1. Hall comes back and misses away. 1 ball, 1 strike. The offering breaks to the inside corner at the knees. Great spot, and Brooks is ahead. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Barnstormers pitching in this series is given up just 6 runs on 9 hits. Ground ball to second base. Up with it is Noel. Quick feed to first, and Hall is clean through the last 8 batters. Nothing across for the Somerset Patriots. We're through 3, and it's still 1-0 in favor of the home ball club.
Here, but ladies and gentlemen, it's time for our pony.
Like craft beers, local wines? Well, the best place to be in Lancaster then is Clipper Magazine Stadium. That's right, all new for 2018 is the Broken Bat deck down the right field line. The Broken Bat will feature more than 20 local craft breweries and product from 2 local wineries. If something with a little more kick is your adult beverage of choice, a local distillery is part of the Broken Bat as well. Food will be sold off a pub-style menu, so get together, hang out with your friends, make some new ones, and enjoy a night of craft beer sampling along with a Barnstormers game.
AMT Concerts presents Rock at the Park Festival, Saturday, July 21st, featuring sets from Fuel, Eve 6, Sister Hazel, Long Beach Dub All-Stars, Fastball, and more. Rock at the Park, Saturday, July 21st at Clipper Magazine Stadium, Lancaster. Tickets on sale now at rockatthepark.com.
Going on in the community, how to become a member, AARP, Real Possibility.
Take a look at some of the finals from around Major League Baseball earlier today. The Baltimore Orioles survived the Texas Rangers 6-5. Boston with a 5-2 victory over Toronto. Washington won 6-1 up at Citi Field, beating the Mets. Indians 5, Yankees 2. The Phillies fall to the Marlins 10-5. Here's Darian Sanford going after the first pitch and hitting a high fly ball to center. Backpedaling is Francoso. 28 pitches, 10 outs. Nobody has reached base for the Barnstormers through 3 1/3. That'll bring on Rico Noel. Rico line to Francoso out toward left center field for the second out back in the first inning. Atlanta with a 5-1 victory today over Arizona. In 10 innings, Pittsburgh topped Milwaukee 7-6. The White Sox thumped Kansas City 10-1 today. Detroit beating Justin Verlander. Tigers over the Astros 6-3. To Noel, breaking ball, good for a strike. It is 0-1. No sign of Reardon slowing down. Man, he is so far picked apart the Lancaster hitters. 10 in a row retired. Nothing close to being a base hit, really. A second strike called on Noel. 0-2. Trayvon Robinson waits on deck. Here's the wind, and to the plate, Reardon misses low. Ball 1, 2 strikes. He's averaging 9 pitches an inning, is Corey Reardon. Having some kind of a game out there today. Here's a 1-2. Noel bangs a foul off to the right. Still a 1-2 count. One other final at the Major League level. The Cardinals defeated Cincinnati 6-4. Games in progress. Tampa Bay up 6-5 in the bottom of the 8th at Minnesota. Ground ball pulled foul. Noel hangs in at 1-2. Seattle and Colorado tied at 3 in the 8th inning. Oakland leads San Francisco 5-2 through 6. In the Freeway Series, the Angels and the Dodgers are knotted 3-all into the 5th inning. Chicago leads San Diego, the Cubs specifically, 6-1 in the top of the 5th inning. To Noel, 1-2, chopper toward third, and it goes foul before Curtis can get there. Noel would have had a chance to beat that out. 1 ball, 2 strikes, continuing to Rico. The man who broke up the combined no-hit bid for Sugarland after Dallas Beeler came out after 8 innings. Rico with an infield single to the hole at shortstop off the reliever Craig Sitton. And then a double play ended it immediately. 1 ball, 2 strikes, the count on Rico Noel. Here's the motion, reared into the plate. That's slapped to short, takes a big hop to the belt of Alfredo Rodriguez. He fires on. It's 11 in a row. Trayvon Robinson to the plate. Robinson, a strikeout victim back in the 1st inning.
Medical Group's team consists of 48 orthopedists at 25 locations. To find a Summit Medical Group Orthopedics and Sports Medicine doctor near you, visit SMG Ortho.
11 up, 11 down, and this is not a rarity for the Barnstormers these last 2 road trips and even at home. We have seen streaks like this quite a bit. Obviously, Reardon's got a long way to go. Now to Robinson. He swings at a breaking ball, chops this towards second. Charging in is Massey. Quick flip to first. Robinson's retired. It's another 9-pitch inning for Corey Reardon. Nothing across for the Barnstormers. 12 up, 12 down on 36 pitches. We'll go to the bottom of the 4th. 1-0 Somerset.
George, you're going to win a luxury suite for a game this season.
You're totally probably safe to ride on your spare for what, 6, maybe 9 months?
Don't trust the wrong advice. Get the right tires at the right price right away. It's what we've been doing at Jack Williams Tire right here in Pennsylvania since our family started this business back in 1929. Because doing things the right way is just the Williams way. Get the right tires right now at jackwilliams.com.
Lancaster Bible College has been around since 1933, but did you know that they offer degrees in much more than just Bible? LBC offers degrees in criminal justice, business, professional counseling, and more, as well as graduate and seminary degrees in areas like Christian care, chaplaincy, education, and leadership studies. To learn more about LBC and the programs they offer, visit lbc.edu. That's lbc.edu. Around the Atlantic League, York with the 2-1 victory over Long Island today at Peoples Bank Park. New Britain won better than Southern Maryland. 6-5 was their final. The Road Warriors and Sugarland will be getting underway in a little over an hour. Here's Alfredo Rodriguez, who not only has driven in the game's only run, he has the game's only hit, swinging a foul over my head. Greeting card from Alfredo. Was that a thank you for having him on the dugout report last night or what? Man, he just cleared me. 0-1 pitch. He tries again. A foul ball in my neighborhood a second time. It's 0-2. I don't recall saying anything badly about him. I'm puzzled. No balls, 2 strikes to Rodriguez. Curtis and Dorn to follow. Outside and low from Hall. Ball 1, 2 strikes. Brooks has given up 1 hit, 1 walk, but the combination produced a run back in the 1st inning. Hall to the plate, and that's nailed foul down the right side and out of play. So the count will continue at 1-2 on Alfredo Rodriguez. Hall has the sign from Castile. Here's the pitch, and it's beaten foul straight back. Still 1-2 to Rodriguez. Brooks Hall, like Jonathan Albaladejo and Nate Reed before him, is pitching a very strong ball game. Another foul off the bat of Rodriguez, and will stay at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Alfredo Rodriguez, at one point in his career, as he told us last night, was in the Brewers organization. So was Brooks Hall. 1-2 pitch off the plate to the outside, and we'll go to the 8th pitch of the current at bat. 2-2. The motion, Hall to the plate. Rodriguez won't go for it. Ball 3 is outside. Now Hall in danger of the leadoff base on balls. Payoff pitch, strike 3 called. And that's 9 in a row set down by Hall. This one just took a while. With 1 out, Jermaine Curtis will be the batter. Curtis popped up his first trip. One out, nobody on base. Delivery across at the knees. 0-1 on Curtis. Yeah, you talk about Alfredo Rodriguez. Highest he got was the Florida State League. Just a solid player. There's nothing really fancy about him. Popped up the first. Hobson will concede it to Noel. Rico there for the catch. And Brooks Hall is on a pretty significant roll of his own. 2 up and 2 down. That brings on Danny Dorn, who struck out back in the first inning. 1 of 3 for Hall so far in the game. Reardon's retired 12 in a row. Hall was a little late getting started, but he has now set down 10 straight. We have not had a man reach base since the Rodriguez double back in the first inning. Dorn swung and missed on a breaking ball down low to strike out the first time up. He swings and misses here. Hall gets ahead 0-1. But when you see this, sometimes you wonder if it's just tough for the hitters to see out there today with glare. Dorn, fly ball to fairly deep right. It's playable. Grant Desmay, not all the way to the track, is there to make the catch. It's a 1-2-3 inning. You heard the oohs and ahs from the crowd because there was something actually hit in the air reasonably deep to the outfield. We don't see much of that these days. We're through 4, and it's still Somerset 1 and Lancaster nothing.
George Marco for your prize.
Localflavor.com, local flavor. Localflavor.com, local flavor.
Excuse me, are you saying localflavor.com?
Oh, yeah, it's where I save big bucks on all kinds of things. Home improvement projects, dining out, family fun, electronics, jewelry, clothing. I even bought my wife a fancy spa package for half price.
Half price?
Yep, you know all the deals you find in Clipper Magazine.
I love Clipper Magazine.
Well, they're all on localflavor.com too. And you can get them right on your phone thanks to localflavor.com's mobile app. Here, take a look.
Well, this app is amazing. Look at all these restaurants, amusement parks, car washes, fitness centers. This is worth sharing about.
Exactly. Localflavor.com online, the Local Flavor mobile app, and Clipper Magazine together. It's like a triple play.
Do the cheer again. I'm in.
Localflavor.com, local flavor. Come on, everybody! Localflavor.com, local flavor. Localflavor.com, local flavor.
Ryan Castile leads off the 5th inning for the Barnstormers. Ryan grounded out. sharply. One hop to Craig Massey starting off the second. Reardon's pitch is across for a strike. It's 0-1. 36 pitches for Reardon over 4 innings. He's retired 12 in a row. Back to Castile, and Ryan takes a second strike on the outside corner. It's 0-2. Nothing but strikes pretty much from Corey Reardon. Back to work on Castile. Ryan looks at a ball down and away. He's exceeded average. He'll force this at bat to pitch number 4. There have been a lot of first pitch outs for Reardon so far here today. 1-2. Castile swings, drives the ball deep toward left center field. That ball has the gap written all over it. It'll bounce all the way to the wall. Castile on his way to second. He is in standing with a leadoff double to the gap in left center field. The streak of outs is over for Corey Reardon. The Barnstormers with a man in scoring position and nobody out. Castile with his 11th double of the season. No opportunity for Mike Francoso, the center fielder, to get there on the fly. He had to chase it all the way back to the outfield signs. Casey Hobson will step in. Casey struck out looking back in the second inning. Grant Desmay and Vladimir Frias will follow. The Barnstormers can score on outs here, but Hobson will need to pull a grounder to the right side to set that up. Castile leading off second. Rodriguez shadowing him. Off speed pitch, cut out and missed. No balls and 1 strike to KC. The Barnstormers down by a run. They have their first base runner of the game. Reardon checking back to Castile to Hobson. It is low. Make it a 1-1 count. Castile's doubled just the 3rd ball to get to the outfield off the Barnstormers' bats in the game. To Hobson, swinging a line drive out the center. Francoso will come on to make the catch. Castile is going to charge for 3rd. Here's the throw, and they double him up. You can't blame the Barnstormers for taking the gamble on it, but they lose their runner. Hobson, a liner to center. Francoso came on. He made a strong throw, 1 hop to Jermaine Curtis, and Castile was out fairly easily coming in. 2 outs, the bases are empty, and Grant Desmay, the right fielder, will come to the plate. Nothing working on offense for the Barnstormers. They've hit 2 balls hard this inning, a double, and then a line drive double play. Here is Desmay. He is grounded out 5-3, his 1 trip to the plate so far in this game. Reardon into the windup, and to Desmay, a breaking ball cut on and missed. No balls and a strike. Just when it looked like the Barnstormers were in business, it falls apart here in the 5th inning. To Desmay, 0-1 breaking ball, fouled. As a matter of fact, not only did his swing touch the ball, it hopped up and got him again. 2 outs, bases are empty. No balls, 2 strikes. The count on Desmay. Reardon to the plate. Grant fouls it off. He'll stay in. And at least Reardon is forced to throw 10 pitches in an inning for just the 2nd time in the game. No balls, 2 strikes, the holding count. The right-hander appears in, gets the sign from Yovan Gonzalez. Here's the pitch, and that barely reached the dirt circle. Desmay batting at 1-2. Vladimir Frias on deck. Frias has had success against Reardon this year. Barnstormers still do not have a hit in this series with a runner in scoring position. Desmay now drives the ball out to right center field. Hustling back on it is Francoso. He'll make the catch. And 3 well-hit balls in the inning, and it's a 3-batter inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and nobody left on base. Pardon me. We'll go to the bottom of the 5th. It's still 1-0 Somerset.
Graduated from the U.S. Air Force Academy May 20.
We can't help but always want more, especially on the road. More horsepower, heightened handling, elevated design. Get more out of your drive with the Lexus IS. Bold styling, track-tuned handling, available 311 horsepower. Experience the exhilaration of the IS 350 and IS 300. Available in F-Sport and all-wheel drive. See Bobby Rahal Lexus in Mechanicsburg.
Enjoy weekends with the Barnstormers all season long. Every Friday evening home game will feature a different giveaway ranging from t-shirts to beach towels to backpacks. On Saturdays, enjoy the best entertainment doubleheader there is with Barnstormers baseball followed by fireworks. Sundays are fun days at the ballpark. Get autographs from some of your favorite Barnstormers players and play catch on the field before the game. Once the game is over, it's a Domino's Pizza Kids Base Run. Call 717-509-HITS to order your tickets or go to LancasterBarnstormers.com. And we'll see you at the ballpark. Andy Chavez starts off the fifth inning for Somerset. Chavez bounced out to Rico Noel back in the second. Brooks Hall has retired 11 batters in a row, and he starts Chavez off with a strike. It is 0-1. Each side with a double, but a little bit of a difference in the base running success, and that's the 1-0 Somerset leads. Swing and a miss. Chavez trails 0-2. Ramon Flores with a walk, stole second in the first inning. The Barnstormers would have scored had Castile been able to get the third on that drive to center by Hobson, but he was doubled up on that play. Desmai's fly ball would have scored a runner easily. I might have been able to get home from third on that. Here's a 1-2. And a Chavez popped up down the left field line. Retreating is Bortnick coming over into the bullpen. Robinson, and the ball just up onto the grassy triangular area above the bullpen. Robinson having to pull up short, and Chavez remains alive at 1-2 strikes.
Also, happy birthday.
It's the way it's been going for the Barnstormers for a few weeks now. Balls like that just getting out of play. When Lancaster hits them, they seem to just stay in. And a Chavez 1-2 pulled on the ground. Should be an out. Noel is there. Feeds Hobson. And that is the 12th in a row. Retired by Brooks Hall. One away. Justin Trapp to the plate. Some pitchers duel again today. The Barnstormers have been outscored in this series 6-2. 11 hits for the Barnstormers, 9 for the Patriots. And now closing in on 23 innings. Swing and a miss by Trapp. He got fooled. It is 0-1. Frias, Bortnick, and Garcia will bat in the sixth inning for Lancaster. Reardon has faced the minimum of 15 batters. Ball is just 2 over. Swing and a miss again. And he's got Trapp. No balls and 2 strikes. We'll see what Brett Jody does in the late innings in this ball game. I don't know that he's going to go to Ryan Kelly again in the ninth. He saved the last 2. Hall's pitch, swing and a miss. A 3-pitch strikeout of Justin Trapp. And for Brooks Hall, strikeout number 4 on the day. 2 are gone. And center fielder Mike Francoso will step in. He fanned back in the second inning. 13 straight for Brooks. Just had a 2-batter stretch today. Costly.
Sean Grimmeyer.
Ball is low, 1-0 on Francoso.
Please go customer service.
It's amazing. Barnstormers 0 for 15 with runners in scoring position in this series. It is low. Francoso batting 2-0. Catcher Jovan Gonzalez waits on deck. All to the plate. This is sliced down the left field line, curling well foul, and even beyond where the spectators can reach it. 2 balls and a strike. Perhaps a passerby or 2, a passerby could get to that. 2 balls and a strike. Hall is up. Make it 3-1. A walk came around to score back in the first inning. He really doesn't want to give up another here. 2 outs, nobody on base to Francoso. 3-1 pitch. That is lifted down the left field line and out of play as well to the side of the Barnstormers bullpen. 3-2. Well, the Barnstormers seem to be on Reardon in the 5th inning. Will that be a trend, or was that just his one rough inning? Here's a 3-2. Ground ball, right side. Bad hop over the glove of Casey Hobson out into right field. Francoso is going to burn for second, and he's going to make it. Good heavens. Hall makes a great pitch. Hobson's right there, and the ball sprouts legs, jumping up off the glove of Casey Hobson and going for a double. Francoso into scoring position, and Jovan Gonzalez will step in.
Catcher, number 4, Jovan Gonzalez.
Runner in scoring position on the 11th double of the year for Mike Francoso. Tough break for Hall and the Barnstormers there. Now to Gonzalez, ball 1, outside and low, 1-0.
Everybody clap your hands.
Just after the Barnstormers were foiled on a big opportunity in the top of the inning. Now 2 out, runner in scoring position. Hall to the plate, and Gonzalez looks at ball 2. Craig Massey, the second baseman, waits on deck. The streak of outs is ended at 13. Reardon had gotten to 12. Time is called. Gonzalez awarded that timeout at the plate by Frank Iarelli. Somerset trying to pick up a second run. Take advantage of the break. The delivery is a strike across the letters. 2-1 on Jovan Gonzalez. It should have been a routine third out to the inning. The Barnstormers should be getting ready to get back up to the plate here in the 6th. Pitch in the dirt, gets away from Castile. It'll give Francoso third, a wild pitch to Brooks Hall. 3 balls and a strike to Jovan Gonzalez. And deeper issues here in the bottom of the 5th inning. I don't know if the Barnstormers can afford to give up a second run here. Fortunately, there are 2 outs in the inning, so the infield is not pressured to make a play on the runner at third. 3 balls, 1 strike to Gonzalez. Hall will go to work and deal strike 2 as his fastball reaches the outer part of the plate. Payoff pitch is due. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Francoso not forced off. Here is the 3-2, swinging a foul ball back into the screen. Gonzalez will continue with the full count. 1-0 Somerset. Here in the bottom of inning 5. Every hit in this game, there have only been 3. Every one has been a double. 2 for Somerset. Line, and the Barnstormers with the gapper by Castile. Here's the payoff to Jovan Gonzalez. He punches it into right for a base hit, driving in the run. Francoso scores. Gonzalez drives him home, and it is 2-0. Another RBI base hit to the right side against the Barnstormers for Jovan Gonzalez. Craig Massey will come to the plate. Is Somerset taking advantage of the break? Massey steps in. He is 0 for 2. Somerset with a 2-run lead here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Hall had retired 13 in a row, needs to shut this down. Massey takes a strike at his 0-1. As Brooks has had to throw a lot of pitches here in this 5th inning. It is rather warm still here in Somerset. It took a while for the temperature to climb today because we had the thunderstorms come through during the morning hours. Massey now takes the ball down to the left field line. Cutting it off is Robinson, and then he kicks it deeper into the bullpen. Here comes Gonzalez, and he rounds third. He's going to hold on. Into second is Massey. 3 hits in a row for the Somerset Patriots. That's what this ball club does. They go to the opposite field. They go down the lines. There isn't much power here. Out comes Ross Peoples. He's got a decision to make. Not whether or not to remove Hall from the game. There hasn't been time to get somebody warmed up in the bullpen. First of all, he's got to get Brooks calmed down from the bad break. Yeah, he got one. He got a terrible break. He should have been out of this inning. But the ball took a vicious hop off the top of Casey Hobson's glove. When Francoso hit that, should have been the third out of the inning. But since then, a couple of opposite field line drives. You've got first base open. Do you want to go after Flores or do you want to go after Alfredo Rodriguez? And it's pick your poison here. Ramon Flores coming to the plate. He walked and scored in the first inning, grounded out in the third. Just about anybody but Jovan Gonzalez would have scored on that play. The ball sliced away from Robinson. He did a great job getting there, but when he went to handle that to the backhanded side, he actually kicked it deeper into the bullpen. It ultimately caused no harm. Gonzalez at third, Massey at second. Flores swings and fouls it away. No balls and a strike. 2-0 Somerset. A base hit here, and this game could be pretty well decided. This is a crucial out. No balls, 1 strike the count. All ready to go, and the offering just misses. It's 1-1. And Castile must have gotten crossed up there. Out to say something very quickly to Brooks Hall. No timeout charge by Frankie Arilli. First 2 outs of the inning came easily, and it certainly looked like Hall had the third one. One hammered to left center. Over goes Sanford deep, just shy of the track, and he makes the catch. It will end the inning. Peoples flips the right switch. They get the out, but it's 2 runs on 3 hits with no errors, or rather 1 run on 3 hits, no errors, 2 left in scoring position. And at the end of 5, it is Somerset 2, Lancaster nothing.
Time for your Xfinity Shuffle Play, the Frisbee Toss, brought to you by Xfinity by Comcast.
I'm a meal delivery engineer, a server, and I love it. But now, with Keno from the Pennsylvania Lottery, this place is livelier than 2-for-1 app night. See, while I guide my guests from nachos to gnocchi, they're picking numbers to win cash with drawings every 4 minutes. Keno's fun, exciting, and goes with everything on the menu. Except maybe the 4 alarm fries. Stay away from those. Keno, it's here. Play it at your favorite bar or restaurant.
Players must be 18 or older. Please play responsibly. Benefits older Pennsylvanians every day.
Enjoy a weeknight with the Barnstormers and leave with your wallet largely intact. Come on out on Munchie Mondays for all you can eat nachos, dogs, fries, popcorn, and soda for 2 hours. Or how about Koozie Tuesdays, where fans of legal age can enjoy $2 domestic drafts from 6:30 to 8. Bring your dog on Wiener Wednesdays and enjoy delicious dollar dogs as well. Or on Thrifty Thursday, popcorn is just $1, sodas are $2, and lawn seats are only $3. Call 717-509-HITS to order your tickets or go to LancasterBarnstormers.com. And we'll see you at the ballpark.
Ticket. Leading off, top of the
Freya Sportnick and Garcia for the Barnstormers here in the 6th inning. Corey Reardon has faced the minimum of 15 batters so far, giving up the leadoff double to Ryan Castile last inning, and then he was erased on a double play, 8-5. Great throw by Francoso. 1 hop. Jermaine Curtis waiting to apply the tag over at third. The gamble definitely necessary on the part of the Barnstormers. Here is Frias. He tapped back to the mound. back in the third inning, barely making contact. And now a pitch down low from Reardon. Ball one, no strikes. Third baseman Curtis up on the grass. Dorn well back over at first. Here's the windup. And to Vlad. It floats in for a strike called, 1-1. Barnstormers hit the ball hard in the fifth. Can they repeat it in the sixth inning, or does Reardon settle back down? Here's a 1-1. Frias swings, rips it. One hop to the second baseman, Massey. Played it perfectly. A quick throw to first, one down. The ball smashed to the glove side of the second baseman. He got there. Frias retired. Tyler Bortnick will come to the plate. Bortnick retired on a bunt back in the third. Lancaster getting some swings in. It's not one after another. But once again, running into a lively, mobile defense and not getting balls through. To Bortnick, first pitch strike. It is 0-1. Tyler has Lancaster's last 3 road home runs. 2 in Somerset, or in Sugar Land, and 1 here at Somerset. The pitch is taken low. It is a ball and a strike. Carlos Garcia, the DH, waits on deck. Somerset with a 2-0 lead here in the 6th inning. Reardon into the motion. Breaking ball skips to the plate. Bortnick has the advantage. 2 balls and a strike. Tyler wasn't retired last night. He homered, walked twice, and was hit by a pitch. He also stole a base in the game. That was his 12th of the year. 2-1 to Tyler. The delivery off the plate to the outside. Make it 3 balls and a strike. Lancaster's been out hit 4-1 in the game. And the Bortnick swung on line and foul down the left side. 3-2. By the time that touched down, it probably missed by a good 10 feet. Bortnick up there with a full count. 1 out here in the top half of the 6th inning. Reardon has the sign from Jovan Gonzalez, the motion, the pitch, and ball 4 down low. A rare walk issued by Corey Reardon, but not a rare walk picked up by Tyler Bortnick. 1 out, 1 on. Garcia coming to the plate. Do the Barnstormers try to employ the running game here? As I said, Bortnick's got 12. He's by no means a slug. Lancaster just might want to stir something up. It didn't work last inning by sending Castile, but Lancaster had to try there. Third baseman Curtis plays up, and to Carlos swinging a foul ball back. It is 0-1. Carlos Garcia got off to a great start this year, but he's been struggling at the plate just like almost everybody else. His last hit came June 27th at Sugar Land. He was 2 for 3 in the 3rd game of the series. Since that time, 0 for 17. 1 strike to him. Bortnick leads off first. He'll get a throw. The first one that Reardon's had to make. Bortnick representing the 2nd Barnstormers base runner of the game. Somerset's had 5, including 3 hits in a row with 2 outs in the 5th inning, and the first one was a bad hop double. Carlos Garcia batting 0-1. Bortnick stays put, and it's fouled away for a 2nd strike, 0-2. Center fielder Darian Sanford waits on deck. Sanford 0 for 2. Three strikeouts for Reardon. They came in the first 5 batters. Everybody else since that time putting the ball in play. 2 of the 3 strikeouts called third strikes. No balls, 2 strikes to Carlos Garcia. Bortnick leads off first. Again, he'll stick around, and the pitch is strike 3 called on the inside corner. Garcia goes down looking. 4 strikeouts for Reardon. And the inning now is up to Darian Sanford, who has struck out looking and flied to center. The Barnstormers simply cannot get anything going. Sanford digging in. Their bunts, for the most part, are getting snuffed out. Noel did succeed in that category last night. Other teams are making the plays. Here's the pitch to Sanford. Chopped the second. Easy handle by Massey. Sanford retired 4-3. No runs, no hits, no errors, and the Barnstormers leave a man. We're through 5.5 now. The Patriots are up 2-0.
Learn from the pros right here in Lancaster. The Lancaster Barnstormers are offering 2 3-day-long youth clinics this summer with instruction on pitching, hitting, fielding, and base running. Each session, led by veteran professional players, will last from 9 until noon with lunch to follow. Choose from June 19th to 21st or July 24th to 26th. So learn what it takes to succeed on the field and off. Call the Barnstormers office at 717-509-HITS or go to LancasterBarnstormers.com. Space is limited. Act now.
Introducing the all-new Lexus RX 350L, designed for room. Room for a power-folding third row. Room for up to 7. And room for the unexpected. The 3-row RXL. It's the RX with room for more. Experience the innovative RXL and RXL hybrid. See Bobby Rahal Lexus in Mechanicsburg.
RX 450HL arriving spring 2018.
Alfredo Rodriguez.
Alfredo Rodriguez starts off the 6th against Brooks Hall. Rodriguez doubled in a run in the first inning, struck out looking in the 4th. Hall into the motion, the first pitch, driven out the right field and down for a leadoff single. 4 hits among the last 5 batters for Somerset. Leadoff man is on in the 6th inning. Jermaine Curtis will step in. He's popped up twice. Once to Frias, once to Noel. Hall trying to author a quality start. Jonathan Albaladejo just missed here on Friday night. Nate Reed got one last night. All trying to put together his 4th. Throw to first. And Rodriguez, who is 11 for 14 stealing bases, is back in. Castile did get him in the All-Star game, though. Infield set, double play depth. Hall to the plate, and he is wide. Ball 1 and no strikes. First time today that the leadoff man has reached base for Somerset. Rodriguez now 2 for 3 in the current ball game. 3 out of 10 in the series, but he's driven in the first run in 2 of the 3 games. Down and away, Curtis bats at 2-0. Hall had a painfully long inning in the 5th. Extended by the bad hop double. Lancaster now with action in the bullpen. It appears to be Tommy Shirley getting going. 2 balls and no strikes to Jermaine Curtis. And the throw will go to first, chasing Alfredo Rodriguez back. Danny Dorn, the first baseman, left-handed batter, waits on deck. Somerset with a 2-0 lead, and that seems like a commanding lead the way things are going. To the plate. And ball 3 from Hall. 3 balls and no strikes. His rhythm got completely disrupted when that ground ball to Hobson last inning just jumped up off the top of his glove. 3-0 pitch is high, ball 4. And Hall seems completely out of sync now. First and second, nobody out. And here comes Ross Peoples. Left-handed batting, Danny Dorn is scheduled. The left-handed hitting, Endy Chavez, is in the on-deck circle. Ross, will he be taking the baseball here? Left-handed action in the bullpen, but it hasn't been going for that long. Discussion ongoing at the Hill with runners at first and second, nobody out. Ross is going to not make the change at the moment. He'll leave Hall out there to face Dorn and see what happens.
First baseman, Danny Dorn.
Runners at first and second, nobody out. Somerset with a chance to break this wide open in the bottom of the sixth. Ross, for the moment, trusting Brooks Hall to pitch out of it. A lot of possibilities here for the Somerset Patriots. Dorn hit a ball deep back in the fourth inning, caught in front of the warning track by Desmay toward right center. The pitch now is a strike. Got the inside part of the plate. It is 0-1. Brooks Hall in trouble here in the sixth inning. Somerset had 2 in a row reach base in the first, 3 in a row reach base last inning, 2 in a row here in the sixth. Other than that, nothing. And now to Dorn, a big swing and a miss. No balls and 2 strikes.
Everybody clap your hands.
Noel, Robinson, and Castile are due up in the seventh, but how much ground will need to be made up? No balls, 2 strikes on Dorn. Almost hit him. He had to spin around and get out of the way. Make it 1-2. Hall has retired 5 batters in this game on ground balls. The 1-2 on Dorn. Smash to Noel. Out at second. Frias relays to first. A double play. 4-6-3. 2 outs with Rodriguez moving over to third. That leaves this inning to Andy Chavez. And the move to leave Brooks Hall in pays off as he gets the double play grounder out of Dorn. Chavez will now try and get Rodriguez across from third base. Yovan Gonzalez did just that last inning, the 2-out RBI single into right. Hall into the motion to Chavez. Fastball is high, ball 1. Right-handed hitting Justin Trapp waits on deck. Here's the 1-0. Chavez slices a foul to the left, well into the air and out of play. 1 ball, 1 strike.
And Shannon Colucci. Please go to customer service.
Patriots ahead by 2. Noel Hall trying to pitch out of this. Strike 2 called on the inside corner. Chavez didn't like that one bit. He was jumping back out of the way. Ball 1 and 2 strikes. The Shadows have reached home plate. The delivery, chip shot out toward left center field, angling over is Sanford. He was playing that way. He gets there, and a nice job done by Brooks Hall to get out of danger here in the 6th inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 man left. Ross Peoples' faith pays off, and we'll go to the 7th inning. It is still Somerset 2 and Lancaster nothing.
Like craft beers, local wines? Well, the best place to be in Lancaster then is Clipper Magazine Stadium. That's right, all new for 2018 is the Broken Bat deck down the right field line. The Broken Bat will feature more than 20 local craft breweries and product from 2 local wineries. If something with a little more kick is your adult beverage of choice, a local distillery is part of the Broken Bat as well. Food will be sold off a pub-style menu, so get together, hang out with your friends, make some new ones, and enjoy a night of craft beer sampling along with a Barnstormers game.
AMT Concerts presents Rock at the Park Festival, Saturday, July 21st, featuring sets from Fuel, Eve 6, Sister Hazel, Long Beach Dub All-Stars, Fastball, and more. Rock at the Park, Saturday, July 21st at Clipper Magazine Stadium, Lancaster. Tickets on sale now at rockatthepark.com.
Two runs, 5 hits, no errors, and 4 left by Somerset. No runs on 1 hit, 1 error. And the Barnstormers of Maroon won. Rico Noel leads off the 7th against Corey Reardon, who has thrown only 60 pitches so far. Rico's 0 for 2. And the pitch here ripped into left, a leadoff base hit. Noel had swung the bat pretty well against Reardon previously today with a wide drive to center and a smash to short. This one gets through. The Barnstormers have a man on to start the 7th, and Trayvon Robinson stepping in. Down by 2, do you employ the base running game? I think the Barnstormers just might if Noel can get a good read against Reardon. Rico 35 out of 40 stealing bases this year. He's 1 shy of his total from a year ago. Number 5 all-time base stealer in Barnstormer history. The runner at first base, and Reardon deals over that way. They don't trust Noel, and who would? Barnstormers with their 2nd base hit of the day. The leadoff man is on here in the 7th inning. Robinson at the plate. He has struck out and grounded out. Another throw to first, chasing Noel back in. Rico's had a busy day in the field. Now, time is called, so Rico has the opportunity to dust himself off and retailor his lead spot. Out to a decent lead, but not a huge one. Reardon working out of the slide step. Long time in that set, and finally Robinson gets the timeout at the plate. It's all about Rico Noel. It's not about Trayvon Robinson right now. Leadoff man on in the Barnstormers half of the 7th inning. Here's the set. Runner holds, and the pitch to Robinson misses. Ball 1, no strikes. Ryan Castile waits on deck. Well, the Barnstormers have a shot here in the 7th inning. They've gotten some swings in here, especially the last 3 frames against Reardon. Quick throw to first base. It's a high throw, though. Handled about chin high by the first baseman, Dorn. Plenty of opportunity for Noel to scramble in underneath. 1 ball and nothing to Robinson. Noel takes off. The pitch is outside. The throw by Gonzalez is not in time at second base. Noel with stolen base number 36. The Barnstormers grabbed 5, 2 of them for Rico last night. He's now 6 shy of Darian Sanford. Meanwhile, it's 2-0 on Robinson. And the Barnstormers start to make things interesting here in the top of the 7th. Perhaps the game flipping around when Brooks Hall got out of that 6th inning jam, keeping Somerset from extending the 2-0 lead. And right now, the Barnstormers seem to have up somewhat of a head of steam. 2 balls, no strikes to Trayvon Robinson. Noel leads from second base, and he is going to be bluffed back by Reardon. Noel becomes just the 2nd Barnstormer, now the 3rd, to pick up 2 hits in the series. Castile with 2 also. Sanford has 2. And to Robinson, that breaks to the inside corner. He takes the strike, 2-1. Josh Bell currently is coaching over at third base. John Anderson is taken over at first. He's going to start the 2nd game of the doubleheader Tuesday. To Robinson, 2-1 offering, high fly ball to left center field and deep. Chasing it back, Francoso a long way back, and that is off the base of the boards. Noel is racing toward home after a delayed start. He'll score. Robinson replaces him at second, and it's 2-1. Trayvon Robinson, a long double to the opposite field, drives in the Barnstormers' first run of the game. Noel had to wait for a while to make sure that Francoso wasn't going to make some kind of heroic play. The Barnstormers have one run on the board, still nobody out in the 7th inning, and Ryan Castile stepping in. 12th double and the 26th run batted in for Trayvon Robinson on the year. Now, one more base hit, and the Barnstormers can tie things up. Nobody throwing in the bullpen for Somerset. They're going to leave Reardon out there. Robinson leading from second. The pitch now to Castile, taken for a strike. It's 0-1. Two sharp base hits by the Barnstormers in the 7th around the stolen base. Lancaster in business. Back to being a one-run contest. Castile here at least seeking to advance Robinson to third, but he'd like to do more. Fouled at the plate, and that got Frank Urilli, but not as badly as he was hit here back on the 11th of May. This one just grazed off his fingertips, I believe. No balls and 2 strikes to Ryan Castile. Trayvon Robinson in scoring position at second with nobody out. Casey Hobson on deck. Grant Desmay after that.
Friday, August 3rd.
Nothing in 2. Reardon seeking a strikeout here. It would benefit him greatly. The set and the pitch. Castile ground ball, but to the left side, handled by Alfredo Rodriguez. The peg across the diamond retires Castile, and he cannot advance Robinson. The Barnstormers will not be able to score on the next out. Casey Hobson to the plate. He is struck out looking and lined into a double play. That hurt the Barnstormers' cause back in the 5th inning. An unproductive out for the Barnstormers for the first out here in the top of the 7th inning. Hobson now needs a base hit to knock the run home. They're going to do their best to plug up the left side. Craig Massey on the outfield lawn. And the first baseman, Dorn, is deep. Jovan Gonzalez wants to talk signs with Corey Reardon. He goes out. Frank Urilli joins in on the conversation. No timeout is charged.
Postgame fireworks, July 27th and July.
Either Hobson or Desmay needing to drive in the run. Somerset guilty of one error in the series, and that allowed a run to score. Hobson waves at the first pitch, down a strike. It is 0-1 back Friday night. Darian Sanford on a steal of third. Didn't draw a bad throw. Gonzalez's throw was there, but Matt Oberste, the third baseman Friday night, let it go right through him into left field. And Sanford picked himself up to score the only run of the game for Lancaster. Here's the 0-1 to Hobson. Fouled down the left side and out of play. Make it 0-2. Desmay on deck. And Brett Jody showing faith in his starting pitcher, Corey Reardon, leaving him in there in the 7th inning with the tying run at second base. And it arrived there with nobody out. Hobson bats, no balls, 2 strikes. The set by Reardon, the pitch is upstairs and ball 1. Reardon certainly should have enough left to go all 9 innings. His pitch count is only in the 70s. Brooks Hall is up around 90. Lancaster does have the left-hander loosened up in the bullpen. Trapp, Francoso, and Gonzalez scheduled in the bottom of the 7th inning. To Hobson, fouled away. He wasn't sure that wasn't going to get the top of the zone. It was a protective swing late. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Robinson with the lead from second base. Trayvon with 10 stolen bases for the year. 1-2 again on the way. Hobson swings and just nicks it foul. Barely alive is KC. But he has another opportunity, trying to tie the game here in the top of the 7th inning. It'll be the first time in the second half that Somerset has given up more than 1 run in a game. That is remarkable. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Hobson. Robinson takes the lead. Here's the pitch, cut on and missed for strike 3. 5th strikeout for Reardon. Now it is up to Desmay, who is grounded out and flied out.
Right fielder, Brent Desmay.
Robinson still at second base, now with 2 gone. Lancaster back to within 1. Again, Reardon asks for Gonzalez to go through the signals again. Desmay looking to put a charge into something here. The set and a Grant swinging a high pop-up. Shallow center field. Coming on, taking charge, Francoso. He will make the catch, and Reardon pitches his way out of the tying run here in the 7th inning. 1 man scores on 2 hits with no errors. And the runner left at second base. Time for the stretch. Somerset leading by a score of 2-1.
Yes, to lead us in singing today is none other than the $1 Million Man.
You're totally probably safe to ride on your spare for what, 6, maybe 9 months?
Don't trust the wrong advice. Get the right tires at the right price right away. It's what we've been doing at Jack Williams Tire right here in Pennsylvania since our family started this business back in 1929. Because doing things the right way is just the Williams way. Get the right tires right now at jackwilliams.com.
Lancaster Bible College has been around since 1933, but did you know that they offer degrees in much more than just Bible? LBC offers degrees in criminal justice, business, professional counseling, and more, as well as graduate and seminary degrees in areas like Christian care, chaplaincy, education, and leadership studies. To learn more about LBC and the programs they offer, visit lbc.edu. That's lbc.edu. Well, quality start for Brooks Hall today, his 4th of the season. He gives up 5 hits and 2 runs in 6 innings with 2 walks and 4 strikeouts, but it will not produce his 7th win. He's on the hook for the loss. That would end his personal 4-game winning streak. The Barnstormers have had their 3 6-game winners on the hill this weekend, and everyone has given a commendable performance, but the Barnstormers have scored just 1 run a game, and they have lost to this point 2-1 and 3-1. And they're down 2-1 here this afternoon. Tommy Shirley taking over for this bottom of the 7th to face the bottom 3 in the order. Tommy, 6'5", 215-pound, 29-year-old left-hander from North Huntington, Pennsylvania. He has been sent to the bullpen here for the past 3 weeks or so.
Leading off the home 7th inning.
Shirley making his 5th straight appearance out of the bullpen. And he's given up just 1 run and 6 hits in 6 innings in relief. So it may be a role that suits him better. Justin Trapp leading off. He is 0 for 2. And the first pitch is high, ball 1. However, the Somerset Patriots have been toxic to Shirley over these last 2 years. He really has had a hard time with this ball club. 1 ball and nothing to Trapp, and he is upstairs, make it 2-0. Shirley is 3-2 with a 6.23 ERA overall, 69 hits and 47 2/3 innings. He's walked 22 and struck out 38. 2 balls and nothing. Shirley to the plate. He is high again, and Trapp bats at 3-0. Mike Francoso is due next, then Jovan Gonzalez. Lancaster back to within 1. Noel and Robinson combining to produce a run in the top of the inning. Now ball 4 is outside. Trapp waited to be sure. Shirley walks the leadoff batter on 4 pitches here in the 7th inning. He'll face Mike Francoso, who was struck out and reached on a bat hop double, and he scored the second Somerset run. Ross Peoples is going to pay a mound visit. This is his second.
On July 24th, the Patriots will host Italian.
He left Brooks Hall in last inning, and that paid off. He had Shirley warming up in the bullpen. Now Shirley walks Justin Trapp, and immediately the Barnstormers get a right-hander loosened.
Stop by the ticket office for information.
Mike Francoso waiting to take his turn at the plate as the Barnstormers infielders huddle around.
416.
It's going to take a while for the right-hander to get warmed up. I think it's Granite's. But until he goes into a full wind, I can't be sure. He will start to get loosened up from a 3/4 angle or more over the top and then just drop down after a few tosses. Here is Francoso with Trapp aboard, nobody out. Justin Trapp, 14 steals. They don't have anyone big base stealer on this Somerset team, but they've got a lot of guys who can run. A lot of guys in double figures. Massey, Rodriguez, Trapp, Francoso, Justin Pacioli. There's a pitch, and it's bunted up the first baseline foul, and Francoso avoided running into it. No balls and a strike. It appears that Somerset is playing for 1. Patriots do have action now in the bullpen. It looks like Reardon is finished. Right-hander starting to throw for Somerset, involved in another tight, low-scoring ball game. Trapp leads off first. The runner takes off. The pitch is high. The throw from Castile bounces into center. It's backed up there by Sanford. No chance for Trapp to move on. And he has stolen his 15th base of the year. And now 3 shots for Somerset to score an insurance run. And it is Granite's warming up in the bullpen for the Barnstormers. That I can now confirm. First base is now open. Shirley goes to work on Francoso and misses for ball 2. It is 2-1. Tommy's been out of the zone 6 out of his 7 pitches. I mean, his work against Somerset over these last couple of seasons has really been tough. This year, 19 hits and 12 runs in 9 innings. Ground ball right side, nicely done by Francoso. Will move the runner. Noel with a quick flip to get the out, 4-3. Trapp is ahead to third with 1 out. Jovan Gonzalez to the plate. Gonzalez with a fly out to center and a single into right, driving in the second Patriots run. Lancaster will bring the infielders in. We've got left-handed batting Craig Massey on deck and another left-hander and Ramon Flores after that. And we'll see how Shirley pitches to Gonzalez here. 1 out with the runner at third base. And here comes Ross. Well, that'll be it for Tommy Shirley. He's going to make the switch and go to Granites. Just took Garrett a little while to get ready. Garrett coming in here in the bottom of the 7th inning to pitch to Jovan Gonzalez. We've got the pitching change. We're going to take a break and pause for these messages.
Localflavor.com. Local flavor, Localflavor.com. Local Flavor.
Excuse me. Are you saying localflavor.com?
Oh, yeah, it's where I save big bucks on all kinds of things. Home improvement projects, dining out, family fun, electronics, jewelry, clothing. I even bought my wife a fancy spa package for half price.
Half price?
Yep, you know all the deals you find in Clipper Magazine.
I love Clipper Magazine.
Well, they're all on localflavor.com too. And you can get them right on your phone thanks to localflavor.com's mobile app. Here, take a look.
Well, this app is amazing. Look at all these restaurants, amusement parks, car washes, fitness centers. This is worth sharing about.
Exactly. Localflavor.com online, the Local Flavor mobile app, and Clipper Magazine together. It's like a triple play.
Do the cheer again. I'm in.
Localflavor.com. Local Flavor. Come on, everybody. Localflavor.com. Local Flavor. Localflavor.com. Local Flavor.
Garrett Granite's tuning up to face Jovan Gonzalez. The Patriots with an insurance run at third, one out here in the seventh inning. And the streak of scoreless innings for the Lancaster bullpen definitely in jeopardy here. The Barnstormers relief staff has not given up a run since before the All-Star break. They have gone 17 and 2/3 innings, 18 if you take the out for Francouz, or more appropriately 54 outs. Sometimes that innings can be construed as full innings. That's done a Major League Baseball, but 54 outs without giving up a run. Now, a breaking ball is outside to Gonzalez. Ball one, no strikes from the side-wheeling Granites. Garrett pitched in the All-Star game and got 3 ground ball outs on 9 pitches. Snaps it to the outside corner, 1-1. The count on Jovan Gonzalez. Justin Trapp, the base runner. The infielders are up all the way around. Granite's ready to go. Here's the 1-1. Gonzalez swings and misses, make it a ball and 2 strikes. Garrett certainly with all-star numbers, and this has been a great story for the Barnstormers this year because Garrett doesn't have a long history of success, but he has learned and polished his craft as a submariner, gets a grounder foul here. Still 1 ball and 2 strikes. And I think he has been a great surprise for Ross Peoples, but Ross had seen something that he really liked out of Garrett. Granite's 1-0 in 25 appearances, a 1.37 ERA. Already, there's a left-hander warming up in the bullpen for Massey. Granite's ready to go. 1-2 off the outside corner. Gonzalez not tempted there. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Tommy Shirley walked the leadoff batter, then got the out on Francoso, but the runner is at third. 2-2. Gonzalez goes down swinging, upset with himself. Granites gets a big K here in the 7th inning. That is out number 2. Is Ross going to make a counter move? Granites has great numbers against left-handed batters, and that can make you scratch your head, but it doesn't always work on this side-to-side matchup. Left-handed batters are just 3 for 29 off of him. Right-handed hitters are faring better, but hitting just 222. Here comes Ross, though. He's going for the side-on-side matchup. It appears anyway. 2 outs with Trapp at third base. And that will be it for Garrett Granites. Heck of a job. 1 batter gets the strikeout, freezes a runner at third on his watch. Back to a left-hander for the Barnstormers, and with the pitching change, we'll pause for these messages.
Hello, Barnstormers fans. Andrew Mossbrooks here with another edition of your Atlantic League Look-In. And the ALPB announced the June Player of the Month was none other than Lancaster's own Blake Galen. The 7-year veteran from the Barnstormers crushed 9 home runs in the month. He also had 26 runs batted in, 35 hits total. Galen had a 16-game hitting streak in June. He also had a 24-game on-base streak that went from June 1st all the way to the 26th. Galen honored as the Player of the Month. He at one point was an Atlantic League Player of the Year. That came back in his rookie season in 2012. Here in 2018, overall, Galen has 14 home runs and 52 runs batted in, both of which are good for first overall in the Atlantic League coming out of the All-Star break. That's your Atlantic League Look-In. This has been Andrew Mossbrooks. Back to Dave Collins with play-by-play Barnstormers
25, Craig Massey.
Barnstormers have gone back to the bullpen, and Craig Massey steps in against the left-hander. Up the line from third is Trapp. The motion, the first pitch, and that breaks low for a ball, 1-0. Garrett Granitz with a huge strikeout. They're in the bottom half of the 7th inning. Now Matt Reynolds taking over. He needs the work. It's been a long time since the Barnstormers have been able to hand him a save opportunity. Breaking ball in for a called strike. It is 1-1. Of course, Reynolds is outstanding against left-handed hitters. Barnstormers need this out. Matt comes back, the pitch, ground ball toward the middle. Noel extended, makes the play, throw to first, snapped up, and they get him. Wonderfully defended by Noel, and a great pickup and stretch by Casey Hobson on the back end. The out barely recorded on Massey over at first base. Put a star by that one in the scorebook. Rico Noel throwing from midair up the middle, and they convert it into an out. No runs, no hits, no errors. And one man left on base. A marvelous defensive play snuffing out the Somerset Patriots in the bottom half of the 7th. The score, Somerset 2 and Lancaster 1.
Are you guys ready? All right, heads down on the bats and start spinning.
Localflavor.com, local flavor, localflavor.com, local flavor.
Excuse me, are you saying localflavor.com?
Oh, yeah, it's where I save big bucks on all kinds of things. Home improvement projects, dining out, family fun, electronics, jewelry, clothing. I even bought my wife a fancy spa package for half price.
Half price?
Yep, you know all the deals you find in Clipper Magazine.
I love Clipper Magazine.
Well, they're all on localflavor.com too. And you can get them right on your phone thanks to localflavor.com's mobile app. Here, take a look.
Well, this app is amazing. Look at all these restaurants, amusement parks, car washes, fitness centers. This is worth sharing about.
Exactly. Localflavor.com online, the Local Flavor mobile app, and Clipper Magazine together. It's like a triple play.
Do the cheer again. I'm in.
Localflavor.com, local flavor. Come on, everybody! Localflavor.com, local flavor. Localflavor.com, local flavor.
Nate Rowe is summoned from the Somerset bullpen. This will be his 25th appearance, 3-0 with a 3.62 ERA. Rowe spent the past season or more with the New Britain Bees and Stan Clyburn, Vladimir Frias, Tyler Bortnick, and Carlos Garcia, the hitters. Of course, there's always Blake Galen. Remember, not in the starting lineup today. Blake has been in all 68 games prior to this one, 67 as a starter, either as the right fielder, every once in a blue moon the left fielder, or the designated hitter. Barnstormers seeing Rowe, who's given up 28 hits and 9 walks in 27 and a third innings. Vladimir Frias into the batter's box, 0 for 2 on the day for Vlad. just 1 for 9 since going down with the injury, and he had a double on the at-bat just before that injury. He had been 28 out of 74, hitting .378. And his injury and the Barnstormers' downhill spiral have coincided. Here's a pitch, and it's a strike to the inside corner at the knees, 0-1. Corey Reardon gave up 3 hits and a run in 7 innings. He walked 1 and struck out 5. No balls, 1 strike to Vlad. Here is the motion. Rowe to the plate. Breaking ball, swing and a miss. It is 0-2. The Shadows have now reached the pitcher's mound. 2 strikes to Vladimir Frias. Nate Rowe is ready. Here's the 0-2. Line drive, left field, base hit over the head of the third baseman, Curtis. And Frias is aboard to start off the 8th inning. Vlad is on. The tying run is on. Tyler Bortnick is coming to the plate. Bortnick has bunted into an out, and he has drawn a walk. Certainly could anticipate a sacrifice bunt here. But I don't know. They're going to defend for it. They have to. Curtis is up. Dorn will hold Frias on. I wouldn't be looking for Vladimir to steal right now, just because you can tell that foot is still bothering him. Bortnick checking in with Josh Bell a second time just to verify the orders. Frias held by Dorn at first base. Rowe to the set. Runner stays put. Bunt was on, but Bortnick took the pitch outside. Ball 1-0. Curtis charging in from third base. And Tyler looking in with JB once again. Barnstormers needed 3 pitchers to get the 3 outs in the bottom of the 7th. But they kept Justin Trapp from ever scoring. Still a 2-1 ball game. Bortnick squares around and looks at a ball high, 2-0. Something could be building for the Barnstormers here in the 8th inning. Lancaster now with 4 hits. Somerset has 5. Barnstormers have drawn 1 walk. 3 picked up by the Patriots. 2 balls, no strikes to Bortnick. He may take a strike now. Frias takes off on a hit and run. There's a looper foul that will land untouched down the right field line. If Dorn or Massey could have gotten back there, it could have been disastrous for the Barnstormers. Bortnick going to the right side on the hit and run, but got the ball in the air. 2 balls and a strike. Of course, if he drops one in fair territory, a blooper down the line, Frias could get the third. Well, Vladimir back to first base. It is 2-1. And we'll see if the Barnstormers put some kind of other play on here. Nate Rowe working from the stretch. Frias stays put here, and there's the bunt. Standard play. Coming up with it, Rowe. He'll fire to first base, and Massey covering. The sacrifice is executed, 1-4. Frias ahead to second with the tying run. Now either Garcia or Sanford will have to come through. 1 out with the runner in scoring position. And we're going to have a quick conversation at the mound. And we're also going to have Blake Galen batting for Carlos Garcia. It's the DH role. Galen will give it a shot as the pinch hitter. Galen in his 69th consecutive game, but this one for the second time this year coming off the bench. Tying run in scoring position. Blake is 0 for 1 as a pinch hitter. Frias leads off second base. Bortnick gets the job done on the sacrifice. Rowe working to Galen the pitch, taken for a strike on the inner part of the plate. It's 0-1. Darian Sanford waiting on deck. Lancaster today 1 for 5 with runners in scoring position. 0-1, the count to Galen. He has been struggling, as is the bulk of this ball club. Just 5 out of his last 35. 0-1, breaking ball missing. 1 ball and 1 strike to Blake. 2 chances to tie it up here in the top of the 8th inning. The Barnstormers again, they're battling all the way to the end. We've seen some great defense, some good base running. Can they get the big hit? To Galen, 1-1. Rowe checks back and the pitch. Breaking ball bounced on the right side. Charging the play is Massey. Short throw to first. That's the second out. Motoring ahead to third is Frias. He's there with 2 gone. And it's up to Darian Sanford, 0 for 3 on the day.
Number 7, Darian Sanford.
The Barnstormers last inning had a runner at second base with nobody out and could not get him home. That was after Trayvon Robinson doubled home the 1 Lancaster run. Rico Noel had led off with a single and stolen second. Frias up the line. Just about anything here. Rowe ready to go. And a Darian, chopper left side, charging the play is Rodriguez. He gets a knee-high bounce and throws out Sanford to end the inning. The Barnstormers cannot come up with the big hit. No runs, 1 hit, no errors. They leave the tying run at third. We'll go to the bottom of the 8th. Somerset leading 2-1.
Up and down. Pass these down the row, would you please? You got a chance to win 5.
We can't help but always want more, especially on the road. More horsepower, heightened handling, elevated design. Get more out of your drive with the Lexus IS. Bold styling, track-tuned handling, available 311 horsepower. Experience the exhilaration of the IS 350 and IS 300. Available in F-Sport and all-wheel drive. See Bobby Rahal Lexus in Mechanicsburg.
Enjoy weekends with the Barnstormers all season long. Every Friday evening home game will feature a different giveaway ranging from t-shirts to beach towels to backpacks. On Saturdays, enjoy the best entertainment doubleheader there is with Barnstormers baseball followed by fireworks. Sundays are fun days at the ballpark. Get autographs from some of your favorite Barnstormers players and play catch on the field before the game. Once the game is over, it's a Domino's Pizza Kids base run. Call 717-509-HITS to order your tickets or go to LancasterBarnstormers.com. And we'll see you at the ballpark. Matt Reynolds stays on the hill to start the 8th inning with Ramon Flores leading off. Flores is 0 for 2 with a walk and a run scored. There is extra action in the Lancaster bullpen. It looks like Scott Schumann beginning to work down there. Reynolds got the out on Craig Massey to close out the 7th inning with some extreme help from both Rico Noel and Casey Hobson. First pitch strike to Flores. It is 0-1. 2-1, Somerset leading. It seems like that's pretty much the story of the series. Ground ball again toward the middle. There is Noel a second time. A little bit easier of a play, but still well done. Flores retired 4-3. 1 out in the 8th inning. Alfredo Rodriguez is scheduled. And here comes Ross Peoples. Yes, he is. We've got back-to-back right-handed hitters in Rodriguez and Curtis, and Ross doing everything to weave the matchups. 2/3 of an inning for Reynolds. He gets 2 ground ball outs from left-handed batters, and now it is back to the right side of the Lancaster Barnstormers bullpen. 1 out, nobody on. In the bottom of the 8th, the pitching change is made, and while it is, we're going to take a break and pause for these messages.
Star Wars jersey.
Localflavor.com, local flavor. Localflavor.com, local flavor.
Excuse me. Are you saying localflavor.com?
Oh, yeah, it's where I save big bucks on all kinds of things. Home improvement projects, dining out, family fun, electronics, jewelry, clothing. I even bought my wife a fancy spa package for half price.
Half price?
Yep, you know all the deals you find in Clipper Magazine?
I love Clipper Magazine.
Well, they're all on localflavor.com too. And you can get them right on your phone thanks to localflavor.com's mobile app. Here, take a look.
Well, this app is amazing. Look at all these restaurants, amusement parks, car washes, fitness centers. This is worth sharing about.
Exactly. Localflavor.com online, the Local Flavor mobile app, and Clipper Magazine together. It's like a triple play.
Do the cheer again. I'm in.
Localflavor.com, local flavor. Come on, everybody! Localflavor.com, local flavor. Localflavor.com, local flavor.
Scott Schumann takes over with 1 out, nobody on in the bottom of the 8th inning to face Alfredo Rodriguez. Schumann ran into some trouble in the All-Star game. He walked the first 2 batters that he faced. Then Rodriguez was thrown out trying to steal third on the front end of a double steal attempt. Schumann proceeded to strike out 2 other batters in that inning around catcher's interference. A scoreless inning in the All-Star game for the 2nd year in a row for Scott Schumann, representing the Lancaster Barnstormers. Schumann certainly one of the elite setup relievers, if not the best 8th inning reliever that the Barnstormers have had in the history of the franchise. 0.95 is earned run average on the year. He's 2-0 in 20 appearances. Going to work on Alfredo Rodriguez here. The first pitch gets the letters for strike called. It is 0-1. Scott has worked 19 innings and he has struck out 34. He's allowed only 10 hits. 0-1 to Rodriguez. Schumann rears back and brings home a slider, gets it across for a second strike. It's 0-2. He has given up 2 runs in the same appearance against Sugar Land back on May 10th. Has not been scored on since then. 0-2 on Rodriguez. Into the dirt for a ball. 1-2 the count. And in that span of 14 2/3 innings, 28 Ks. He's allowed 6 hits and he has walked 3. That's fairly dominant. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The count to Alfredo Rodriguez. Jermaine Curtis, the on-deck batter. The motion. Schumann to the plate. Look out. That fastball got away and Rodriguez hit the deck. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Noel, Robinson, and Castile due up in the top of the 9th for the Barnstormers. The last time that Rico and Trayvon started an inning, they combined to produce the run. Ground ball right side, big hop handled by Noel. Throw to first. That is out number 2. It has been a busy day defensively for Rico Noel. That is the 9th ground ball that he has taken. 2 outs. Jermaine Curtis, the batter, 0 for 2 with a walk. 2 outs in the inning. Can the Barnstormers pull this out in the 9th? And they're going to see a lefty trying to close it out. Kelly not really available today. Chopper towards shortstop. Frias will charge. Sidearm throw, and that is good for the final out. So not the usual Scott Schumann throwing steam and getting strikeouts. He gets 2 ground ball outs instead. We're on our way to the 9th inning. The score is Somerset 2 and Lancaster 1.
All right, here we go. Our 2 contestants right here. That's Sophia. That's Alex.
I'm a meal delivery engineer, a server, and I love it. But now, with Keno from the Pennsylvania Lottery, this place is livelier than 2-for-1 app night. See, while I guide my guests from nachos to gnocchi, they're picking numbers to win cash with drawings every 4 minutes. Keno's fun, exciting, and goes with everything on the menu, except maybe the 4-alarm fries. Stay away from those. Keno, it's here. Play it at your favorite bar or restaurant.
Players must be 18 or older. Please play responsibly. Benefits older Pennsylvanians every day.
Enjoy a weeknight with the Barnstormers and leave with your wallet largely intact. Come on out on Munchie Mondays for all you can eat nachos, dogs, fries, popcorn, and soda for 2 hours. Or how about Koozie Tuesdays, where fans of legal age can enjoy $2 domestic drafts from 6:30 to 8. Bring your dog on Wiener Wednesdays and enjoy delicious dollar dogs as well. Or on Thrifty Thursday, popcorn is just $1, sodas are $2, and lawn seats are only $3. Call 717-509-HITS to order your tickets or go to LancasterBarnstormers.com. And we'll see you at the ballpark. Chase Hutchinson has the opportunity for the save here today. Ryan Kelly has worked under these conditions the last 2 nights. Hutchinson did some closing for the York Revolution last year. No opportunities this season. He's 2-0 in 26 appearances with a 4.09 ERA. Hutchinson came over here in exchange for starter Mitch Atkins. Rico Noel leads off here in the 9th. Noel singled and scored the run back in the 7th inning. So important for the Barnstormers to get him on base right now against the side-arming lefty. Chase Hutchinson, native of Arkansas. 2-1, Somerset leading. The Barnstormers threatened in the 9th last night. They had the tying runs in scoring position when the ball game ended. Swinging a foul tip by Noel. No balls and a strike. Hutchinson now living in Scottsdale, Arizona. 29 years of age. 6'5", 215 pounds. It throws from an angle you don't often see. To Noel, the 0-1 pitch. He bunts, and it's past Hutchinson, charging the play. Rodriguez off balance, throw, no chance. A bunt single for Rico Noel to start off the 9th inning. Boy, he has had an impressive game today. 2 hits, including that bunt single, which got past Hutchinson, a stolen base, and he has been marvelous all weekend, not just today, all weekend in the field. The tying run on for the Barnstormers here is Trayvon Robinson. He'll turn around to bat right-handed. Trayvon doubled in Noel back in the 7th inning with the first Lancaster run. Noel is on board. Does he try to steal? I would imagine. 36 for 41. He's got to get the read, though, on the lefty. Hutchinson working out of the stretch. He'll pitch to Trayvon, and ball 1 is outside. It's 1-0. Castile on deck, and then Hobson. The Barnstormers with Huáscar Brazoban now warming up in the bullpen. If Lancaster should happen to take the lead in this game, Brazoban will have a shot at a save. 1 ball and no strikes to Robinson. Upstairs, make it 2-0. We have not seen Noel break from first as of yet. Tying run aboard for the Barnstormers here in the 9th inning on their 5th hit of the game. Trayvon Robinson bats 2-0. Dorn holds Noel. Hutchinson to the plate. Robinson shows bunt and gets ball 3. Lancaster with a rally in the works anyway. Here in the top of the 9th inning, they still need that big hit. Robinson gave him 1 back in the 7th inning. Overall, the Barnstormers today 1 for 17, or 1 for 7 today with runners in scoring position, 1 for 21 in this series. Hutchinson ready to go. I imagine Robinson has the take sign. The 3-0 is low. Ball 4, first and second with nobody out for Ryan Castile. And now a base hit can tie the game for the Barnstormers. You've got the opportunity for a double steal if you should so desire. Castile doubled to left center back in the 5th inning. He is otherwise grounded out twice. Hutchinson in danger here in the 9th inning, trying to save it for Somerset. And for Corey Reardon. If we get to the bottom of the 9th, it's Dorn, Chavez, and Trapp scheduled. Corners play in. The pitch to Castile, good for a strike. It is 0-1. Tying run at second base. Go-ahead run at first for the Barnstormers here in the 9th inning. The Corners still playing up against Castile. The 0-1 pitch high and outside. The count is level to the Barnstormers catcher. Lancaster trying to salvage the series here this evening. Dropping the first two, just like this one, tight, low-scoring games. Runners take off. The pitch is outside. They're going to throw to the trailer, and they have Trayvon. Brilliant call by Jovan Gonzalez. Noel had third base stolen, but Robinson has caught. So now 1 out with the tying run at third, and the count on Castile, 1 ball and 2 strikes. The infield will draw in for the Somerset Patriots. Again, worth the gamble for the Barnstormers, but Gonzalez made a great decision. And Noel gets cheated out of the stolen base. 1-2, the count on Castile. The set, the pitch, smashed, and up the middle off the leg of Hutchinson, a base hit, and we're tied. Castile ripped it back to the middle. It hit off of Hutchinson and popped up into shallow center, falling in for the game-tying base hit. Phil Lee, the trainer, is waved off by the left-hander, but the Barnstormers have tied the game. Here in the 9th inning, Casey Hobson will step in with the go-ahead run at first and 1 out. Castile delivering the game-tying base hit, his second hit of the game. This segment of the order has done well. Now it's Hobson stepping in. Casey 0 for 3, 2 strikeouts, and he has lined into a double play. 2-2 game here in the top of the 9th inning. Castile leading off first. The pitch to Hobson, cut on and miss. No balls and a strike. Grant Desmay waits on deck. So we are going to get a bottom of the 9th inning. And it'll be Huáscar Brazoban. That the Barnstormers are shorter on options out there right now. Strike 2, taken on the outer edge by Hobson. No balls and 2 strikes. You have to think the Barnstormers would probably have the bases loaded and nobody out. If not for the double steal attempt, they wouldn't have tied the game as of yet. Check swing by Casey, able to hold the momentum of the bat back. Ball 1, 2 strikes to the Lancaster first baseman. Ton of room again down the left field side. Castile leads off first. Here's the 1-2 delivery, swing and a miss. Hobson has struck out, and it's all up to Desmay here in the 9th inning. Grant is 0 for 3.
10, Grant Desmay.
Desmay hit a ball hard, deep to right center field, back in the 5th inning, tracked down by Francoso. Castile leading off first. The defense more or less in the no doubles here. Desmay takes a strike. It is 0-1. Desmay looks at a pitch just low. A 1-1 count to the Barnstormers right fielder. Castile still waiting at first base. He'll take a long extra base hit to get him around. Here's the 1-1 offering way outside. Desmay bats 2-1. Switch hitting Vladimir Freyas on deck. Lancaster now with 6 hits in the ball game and becoming the first team in the second half to score 2 runs in a game off the Patriots. That's just remarkable. To Desmay, it's ball 3. Hutchinson in danger of walking his second. He put Robinson on earlier in the inning. Both runs carried home by Rico Noel. He's definitely the player of the day for the Barnstormers. He also saved a run with a great play against Craig Massey to finish the 7th inning. 3 balls and a strike to Desmay. Grant swings and wraps that to the left of Rodriguez for a base hit. Alfredo Rodriguez was swung well into the hole against Grant. Desmay smashing the ball to his left. You can't really say up the middle. Castile stops at second. And now it's up to Vlad. He is 1 for 3. He'll bat right-handed for the first time in the game. 3 hits off of Hutchinson here in the 9th inning. Castile at second. Desmay, the runner, at first. 2-2 ball game. Vladimir Frias trying to set up a save opportunity for Huáscar Brazoban. Here's the motion. Hutchinson to the plate and a strike delivered to the outside corner. It's 0-1 on Frias. Now the double steal attempt doesn't look so good, but man, it made sense at the time. Lancaster may have the lead otherwise. No balls and a strike to Vladimir Frias. Hutchinson comes back and Vlad takes a ball wide. It is 1-1. Well, Brooks Hall's winning streak is still alive. He will not factor in the decision today. He'll remain at 6-2. 1 ball, 1 strike to Frias. Castile leading from second. Desmay off first, and the pitch is taken outside for ball 2. The on-deck batter is Barnstormers' third baseman, Tyler Bortnick. Nobody else is throwing in the bullpen for Somerset. They will be in much better shape going into extra innings than the Barnstormers, who have already used Schumann and Reynolds. 2-1. Due to Frias. Hutchinson ready to go. The pitch is slapped to the first baseman. 1 hop and taken right to the bag by Dorn, ending the inning. Lancaster's able to tie it up, though. 1 run on 3 hits with no errors and 2 runners left on base. 1 man thrown out trying to steal. We'll go to the bottom of the 9th in a tie ball game. Lancaster 2 and Somerset 2.
Learn from the pros right here in Lancaster. The Lancaster Barnstormers are offering 2 3-day-long youth clinics this summer with instruction on pitching, hitting, fielding, and base running. Each session, led by veteran professional players, will last from 9 until noon with lunch to follow. Choose from June 19th to 21st or July 24th to 26th. So learn what it takes to succeed on the field and off. Call the Barnstormers office at 717-509-HITS or go to LancasterBarnstormers.com. Space is limited. Act now.
Introducing the all-new Lexus RX 350L, designed for room. Room for a power-folding 3rd row. Room for up to 7. And room for the unexpected. The 3-row RXL. It's the RX with room for more. Experience the innovative RXL and RXL Hybrid. See Bobby Rahal Lexus in Mechanicsburg.
RX 450HL arriving spring 2018.
Well, this is a good test. Huáscar Brazoban takes over for the Barnstormers here in the bottom of the 9th. 6'3" right-hander from Villamella in the Dominican Republic, 28 years of age. Brazoban has been pretty terrific, but this is really his first late inning, crucial situation opportunity in a Barnstormers uniform. He's been in 14 previous games, 1-0. in 17 innings. He's given up 15 hits, no earned runs. He has walked 8, and he has struck out 16. Danny Dorn will lead off the 9th against him. Dorn is 0 for 3, grounded into a double play in a big situation back in the 6th inning against Brooks Hall. Shirley, Granitz, Reynolds, and Schumann have combined to get the last 6 outs, giving up just 1 walk. First pitch to Dorn, fouled back. It is 0-1. First time the Patriots have had to step in the bottom half of the 9th inning in the series. Lancaster able to tie the game at 2, but unable to get the go-ahead run home. No balls and a strike to Dorn. High pop fly foul, spinning out of play down the left side. Waskar is ahead. No balls and 2 strikes. Man who pitched Double-A baseball with the Colorado Rockies organization last year as a Hartford yard goat. Waskar Brazoban. No balls, 2 strikes. He's ready to go. The motion, the pitch, fouled back. Dorn stays alive. Andy Chavez on deck. The last Patriots base hit, a leadoff single by Alfredo Rodriguez in the 6th inning. Barnstormers with 3 hits in the top of the 9th. They now have 7. Dorn fouls another one off. Brazoban still working ahead, 0-2, but can't get rid of the left-handed batting first baseman. The Barnstormers only had 1 hit over the first 6 innings, 6 hits through the last 3. Rico Noel scoring both runs. Trayvon Robinson drove him in the 7th inning, and Ryan Castile did so in the 9th. No balls, 2 strikes on Dorn. Brazoban to the plate, got him, a swing and a miss. Dorn goes down on strikes. 6th K for Lancaster pitching in the game. Andy Chavez to the plate. He is 0 for 3. 17th strikeout for Waskar Brazoban. And the 60th straight out for the Barnstormers bullpen without a run scoring. At least one of theirs. The Chavez popped up foul at a loop to the seats over on the third base side. Bouncing on the main aisleway. No balls, 1 strike to Chavez. Should we get to the 10th inning? Bortnick, Galen, and Sanford due for the Barnstormers. And they will see a right-hander currently tuning up down in the pen. The Chavez in for a second strike. This one called. It's 0-2. Vince Molesky is the right-hander throwing, and he can go long. He's their spot starter. 0-2 pitch. Chavez takes it down low. First time Brazoban has missed. Castile bounced up looking to throw that one around the diamond. The Barnstormers not getting the call.
Everybody clap your hands.
1-2 to Chavez. Justin Trapp, the right fielder, due next. Bottom half of the 9th inning. If the Barnstormers had not scored in the top of the inning, it would have been our fastest 9-inning game of the year. 1-2, and a Chavez lined up the middle, base hit, center field. The winning run is on. The 6th hit for Somerset. And now here comes Trapp, who is 0 for 2 with a walk. And we're going to have a pinch runner now. Justin Pacioli will run for Andy Chavez at first. A move made by the Patriots. He's 15 for 15 stealing bases, and I would expect to see him go. The difference, borderline pitch on the 0-2 to Chavez. And now at 1 ball and 2 strikes, he has singled. The winning run is on. And look for Pacioli to go. Not on the first pitch. It is high. Ball 1 on Trapp. 1-0. 2-2 our score. Bottom of the 9th inning. Barnstormers are on their 6th pitcher of the game. They have allowed only 9 base runners. The staff has pitched very well this entire weekend. 1 ball, no strikes to Justin Trapp. Pacioli leads off first base. Here's the offering. It is upstairs. We go to 2-0 on Trapp. Mike Francoso, the center fielder, waits on deck. Barnstormers used their back-end relievers earlier than planned today. Brazoban trying to get his club through the bottom of the 9th inning. A throw to first. Pacioli chased back. 2 balls, no strikes on Justin Trapp with the winning run at first. There is 1 out in the inning. Lancaster with 7 hits to 6 for Somerset. Trapp bats 2-0. Brazoban to the set. Pacioli takes off. The pitch a called strike. The throw is late at second. Pacioli got a great jump. He is 16 for 16. And now a base hit can win it for the Patriots. Castile and Brazoban will get together to talk about signals. Meanwhile, the Barnstormers have a left-hander warming up in the pen, and you may see him brought in to face Francoso. And eventually, the Barnstormers are going to run out of arms. 2 balls, 1 strike to Justin Trapp. A single can now win it for the Somerset Patriots. The great decision and great throw by Jovan Gonzalez to cut down Trayvon Robinson in the top half of this inning, paying off tremendously. They're going to walk Trapp and set up the double play. Well, that will be an intentional base on balls. Mike Francoso due at the plate with runners at first and second, 1 out. Gonzalez into the on-deck circle. 4th walk officially given up by Lancaster pitching in the game. Barnstormers have drawn 2. And now you've got Pacioli at second, Trapp at first. They could conceivably both take off. Francoso batting. He has 1 double on a bad hop. Here's the pitch, and Brazoban is high with it. Ball 1, no strikes. Barnstormers turn to double play behind Brooks Hall back in the 6th inning. 4 to 6-3. First strike in on Francoso. It's 1-1. The good speed all the way around for Somerset provides a little extra jeopardy for the Barnstormers pitching and defense here. One ball, 1 strike on Francoso. A tough out. Brazoban comes back and hit is low and saved by Castile. He actually had a longer hop to play. 2 balls and a strike. Chavez got the inning going with the 1-out single up the middle. Pacioli, the runner for him. The only man that needs to score this inning. 2-1 on Francoso. The pitch popped up foul and out of play. Brazoban back to even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. The Barnstormers, again, had just tied the game in the top half of the inning. 2-2 our score. Somerset trying to walk off in the bottom part. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Francoso. 2 on, 1 out. Brazoban works out of the stretch, looks back at Pacioli. The pitch, line drive, left field, and it's right at Robinson. Quick throw back to second, won't be in time. 2 outs in the inning. And now as the ball gets away from the infielders, Pacioli will go to third. No idea what just happened there. The throw came into second. That was handled. But now, because of some type of mistake, the winning run is carried to third by Pacioli. Jovan Gonzalez, the catcher, will step in. 2 outs. Well, Brazoban just needs to retire the batter, but you can't afford any kind of a mistake before that. The error is charged to Brazoban. That's what happens when you go to write something on the scorecard. Here's the pitch, and a strike taken by Gonzalez. It is 0-1. Brazoban trying to pitch us to the 10th inning. Runner at third is Pacioli. Trapp is still aboard at first. The pitch, driven out the right field. Going back on it, Desmay. He can't get to it. It'll win the game. Yovan Gonzalez with the walk-off base hit over the head of Grant Desmay out in right field. It'll go down as an RBI single and a mob scene as the Patriots go to 6-0 here in the second half. 1 run, 2 hits with 1 error, 2 men left on base. The string of scoreless innings for the bullpen is done, and the Barnstormers end up being swept here at TD Bank Ballpark this weekend. Another clutch hit by Yovan Gonzalez. He does it to the Barnstormers all the time. We'll be back with the wrap-up show coming your way next. Our final score, Somerset 3 and Lancaster 2.
Like craft beers, local wines? Well, the best place to be in Lancaster then is Clipper Magazine Stadium. That's right, all new for 2018 is the Broken Bat deck down the right field line. The Broken Bat will feature more than 20 local craft breweries and product from 2 local wineries. If something with a little more kick is your adult beverage of choice, a local distillery is part of the Broken Bat as well. Food will be sold off a pub-style menu, so get together, hang out with your friends, make some new ones, and enjoy a night of craft beer sampling along with a Barnstormers game.
AMT Concerts presents Rock at the Park Festival, Saturday, July 21st, featuring sets from Fuel, Eve 6, Sister Hazel, Long Beach Dub All-Stars, Fastball, and more. Rock at the Park, Saturday, July 21st at Clipper Magazine Stadium, Lancaster. Tickets on sale now at rockatthepark.com.
Nothing working out for the Lancaster Barnstormers these days. They fall to 1-5 in the second half after Somerset completes a weekend sweep of the Barnstormers. Remember, Lancaster had won 6 out of the first 7 meetings against the Patriots this year. Somerset now has recovered to win 5 in a row. For the Patriots today, 3 runs on 7 hits, no errors, and 7 runners left on base. The Barnstormers 2 runs, 7 hits with 2 errors and 5 men left aboard. The win goes to Chase Hutchinson, who blew the save in the top of the 9th inning and then dug himself out of it, just giving up the 1 run. He is 3-0. Waska Brazoban with the loss. He gives up an earned run for the first time all season. He is now 1-1 on the campaign. I will believe that run is earned. It would have scored from second base unquestionably. I don't think the error played a role. Yovan Gonzalez with the walk-off hit. 2 hours, 33 minutes, the time of game, 4,610 on hand at TD Bank Ballpark today, watching the Patriots defeat the Lancaster Barnstormers by the score of 3-2. Now, there were some pivotal plays in this game. In the first inning, Alfredo Rodriguez doubled in Ramon Flores with a smash down the first baseline. That made it 1-0 Somerset. They got their second run in the 5th inning, and they got a great break to get it started. Brooks Hall had retired 13 Patriots in a row. Then with 2 outs, nobody aboard in the 5th inning, Mike Francoso pulled a 2-hopper around toward Casey Hobson, right at the first baseman, in fact, but the ball jumped high and off the top of Hobson's glove as he tried to react to it. It goes down as a double. Francoso scores on an RBI single by Jovan Gonzalez. Craig Massey followed with a double to left. Gonzalez could only chug to third. Hall retired Ramon Flores on a fly ball to fairly deep left center, ending the inning. The Barnstormers' first 12 batters of the game were retired. Ryan Castile broke that up with a double to left center field leading off the 5th inning. Casey Hobson then hit a line drive to center. Castile was asked to advance to third. Francoso cut him down. The 8-5 double play, stopping the Barnstormers from getting anything going in the 6th inning. The momentum shifted, though, in the bottom of the 6th after Somerset got the first 2 men aboard. Rodriguez with a single, Curtis with a walk. Danny Dorn grounded into a double play, and then Andy Chavez flied harmlessly to center, closing it out. Brooks Hall with the quality start in our ball game. Lancaster came right out and scored a run in the 7th. Rico Noel singled sharply through the left side, stole second, and rode home when Trayvon Robinson drove a ball off the base of the wall out in left center field for an RBI double. It was 2-1, but the Barnstormers could never move Robinson. He ended up at second base to close out the inning. Lancaster left a runner stranded at third in the 8th, but then stepped in the top of the 9th. Again, it was Noel getting it started. He pushed a bunt past Hutchinson. Alfredo Rodriguez, late getting started, caught a little bit by surprise. Noel beating it across easily. Trayvon Robinson walked. The Barnstormers had runners at first and second with nobody out. They tried the double steal, and it backfired. Jovan Gonzalez, the hero in the bottom of the 9th, was also the hero in the top of the 9th inning. He didn't try for Noel. He went after Robinson, and he nabbed him at second. It left the Barnstormers with 1 out, and Rico at third base. Ryan Castile singled off the leg of pitcher Chase Hutchinson to drive in the run. That tied the game at 2. 1 out later, Grant Desmay added a base hit to left, but Vladimir Frias was unable to drive in the go-ahead run. He grounded out 3 unassisted. The game was sent to the bottom of the 9th, tied at 2. Wasker Brazaban became the 6th pitcher of the game for the Lancaster Barnstormers, and he got started off in great fashion. He struck out Danny Dorn to lead off the inning. It was 0-2 on Andy Chavez, and then a borderline pitch. The Barnstormers wanted it. Ryan Castile popped up, ready to throw to third. It was ruled ball 1. The very next pitch was taken into center field for a 1-out single by Chavez. Justin Pacioli pinch ran. He stole second. The Barnstormers opted to intentionally walk Justin Trapp. Mike Francoso lined to left, but Jovan Gonzalez took a ball over the head of Grant Desmay out and right. Desmay was playing up because Gonzalez hits to right field, line drives, a lot of base hits in that direction. They wanted the chance for Desmay to be able to throw out Pacioli at the plate on a single, although Pacioli had moved to third. He was just trying to cut the ball off short, and instead the ball hit over Grant's head for the game-winning base hit. Somerset takes this one by a final score of 3-2. The Barnstormers are in trouble here in 2018. Something has got to change. They have just lost 3 tight, low-scoring ball games here in Somerset. They're now 1-5 in the second half. They need a big series against the York Revolution to get untracked here in the season's second part. Elsewhere in the Atlantic League, York wins 2-1 over Long Island. New Britain topples Southern Maryland 6-5, and the Road Warriors are up 1-0 over Sugarland in the bottom half of the third inning. On the Major League scoreboard today, Minnesota Twins get the walk-off grand slam. Brian Dozier with that as the Twins win 11-7 in 10 innings. It's the second 10th inning walk-off grand slam of the weekend. Xander Bogaerts of the Boston Red Sox had one just the other night. 4-3, the Rockies over the Mariners today. The A's toppled the Giants. 6-2 was the final score. In the Freeway Series, it was the Los Angeles Dodgers with the 5-3 win over the Angels. Cubs beat the Padres 7-4 in San Diego. Earlier, Baltimore 6, Texas 5. Boston with a 5-2 win over Toronto. The Washington Nationals defeat the New York Mets 6-1, the final score. Cleveland beat the New York Yankees 5-2. The Phillies were doubled up by Miami 10-5, the final score. Atlanta 5 Arizona won was the final score. Pittsburgh 7-6 over the Brewers in 10. Big win for the Chicago White Sox today, 10-1 over the hapless Royals. It was not too long ago Kansas City won the World Series. What was it, 3 years back? The Detroit Tigers 6-3 over the Houston Astros, and the St. Louis Cardinals with a 6-4 decision over the Cincinnati Reds. The Barnstormers fall 3-2 here at Somerset's TD Bank Park. They were in every game in this weekend series. They ended up being outscored here this weekend by a margin of 8-4. They out-hit the Patriots 17-15 in the 3-game series. The difference, the hits with runners in scoring position, although the Barnstormers did pick up a couple in the game today. Somerset, specifically Alfredo Rodriguez and Yovan Gonzalez, delivering the clutch base hits this entire weekend. We'll be coming your way from Clipper Magazine Stadium and back with you on Blue Ridge Cable 11, beginning with the doubleheader on Tuesday evening. It's 7-1-7 night at Clipper Magazine Stadium. The York Revolution coming to town. First time we have seen Mark Mason's ball club in a couple of months. It will be Jonathan Albaladejo and John Anderson starting the doubleheader for the Barnstormers, and for the York Revolution, we'll be seeing a left-hander, Jonathan Sanchez, in Game 1. They have not named their starter for Game 2. Join us on BRC 11 beginning at 6 o'clock Tuesday night. Until then, for all the cast and crew back at Clipper Magazine Stadium, I'm Dave Collins. Have a great evening, everyone, and we'll see you at the ballpark.